Let's get this thing going.
Welcome to the fastest 2 hours in radio.
Rules in action. It's up to each one of us to know the rules and follow them. Follow.
All systems go.
The Morning Edge.
With Fox 2's Vic Faust, Chris Knight, Angela Sharp, and Eric Johnson.
The Morning Edge starts now.
Hey guys, welcome to The Edge. Happy Friday, March 11th. We got a little snow in the St. Louis area this morning. Of course, we have listeners all over the country, and we appreciate you getting up with us. How was your drive in this morning, Angela?
You know, where I live, it was wonderful. However, 270 on to 70 is a nightmare. So if you're going from 270 on to 70,
why is it a nightmare?
slow
There's
down.
no snow.
There was, oh my gosh, the whole thing is covered in ice. There was like a 6-car
We
pileup.
got ice too?
Yeah, there was like a 6-car pileup right when you get from 70 to 270. And even, I mean, I was going really slow because I'm like very cautious. But even when I hit my brakes, I was like fishtailing all over the place.
Really?
Yeah, it's just that section right after you get on 70 from 270 all the way over the bridge.
Did you leave early today?
I did not. I didn't even get up early.
But you still made it early here.
Well, I made it on time. I wouldn't say I made it early.
I call it early considering when you normally get here.
Well, that's shocking because usually I beat you here.
That's not true.
That's true. You always walk in the building first, but I'm usually in the parking lot.
That's not true.
It is.
How many times this week have you beat me to the facility?
Like 3.
Oh, you haven't.
And I was only here 4 days, so that's a lot.
I think it might have been 2 and 2, maybe. But anyway, that's silly stuff. We appreciate you guys joining us for the show. Fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. We are here. It's a free-for-all Friday. That's what we do. You know what we do. Don't know if anybody's out working and people staying home. There were actually some schools that
Really?
called off last night.
Did they really?
Yeah, I mean, they're rural schools.
Oh,
but,
well, okay.
But we didn't get enough. We didn't get enough snow to affect it. But
Well,
whatever.
I mean, maybe in a rural area they don't, pre-treat. Because I know over here we like
Well, apparently
pre-treated the
MoDOT
area.
didn't pre-treat 270.
No, not 70 right after you get on 270. They did not touch it. I don't know. I guess it's a little bit of a, you wouldn't call it a flyover, but it's a little bit of a bridge, I guess, all the way through the bridge. Maybe that's why. I don't know.
Well, we appreciate everybody being here, joining us this morning. You know what we do. The time is time is 8:04. The phone number to give Angela a call, 636-695-2915. Of course, you can jump in on Facebook, 100.7 The Viper. Please share the show if you like what we're doing. Also, ViperRocks.com. Once again, ViperRocks.com. And we're also, if you want to go on YouTube, you can catch us on YouTube. We're still there, right, Chris? All right. The Morning Edge.
I love how we check.
Yep, I'm here. Yep. Hope everybody has something fun to do this weekend. By the way, the St. Patrick's Day Parade is tomorrow.
Yes, it is.
Downtown.
That's
You'll
coming up in my fun
Angela
things
will
to
get
do.
that caught up. But I'm going to tell you right now, it'll be cold as hell.
Yeah, I hate it when you say that because you're so right.
Just expect it will be brutal outside tomorrow for St. Patrick's Day parades, unfortunately.
We're done with the snow, though, right? Like after the next couple hours?
Yeah, we should be done.
Okay, cool.
John Remstead says, Vic, tell your colleagues in the weather department, thanks for the hard work and it not being as bad as they thought it could be. That's great because there were 3 models. The model that we went with yesterday was most of the metro area would see 1 to 2 inches. That would be the most because just north of us, they were getting several inches of snow. Hell, Kansas City got about 7.
Whew, really? Wow.
Yeah, so that's what we got going on. Mike Hutt says, you guys rock. Thanks for coming in and entertaining, informing us, and that's what we try to do. And by the way, it's a Friday. Let's have a great time. This show goes fast, the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio, and that's where we go. Lots to talk about, as always, as we get through. But, Angela, you're wearing your Cardinal sweatshirt. Cardinals will be back.
I'm so excited.
Jeff Passan of ESPN.com reported that there was a source that said the Players Union heard me rip them yesterday on this radio show.
I was going to say that. You did go off on like a small tangent, so maybe that was it.
That word got back to the teams, not the Cardinals,
I was going to
but
say
other teams.
not our team. Our team said
To
nope.
get back, but they're coming back April 7th. Cardinals. That's going to be the first game for the Cardinals, and it will be the home opener. I know, April 7th, 3:15 afternoon game. That's a Thursday.
That stuff turns around quick. I was at the media opening of Wally's last night, and I actually ran into Matt Adams, and I was talking to him a little bit.
Matt Adams.
Yeah, and because of the way his service
Big
time,
city.
Yeah, because of the way his season ended last year and his service time, he couldn't even look for another team until after the lockout. And he was telling me, like, just an hour before they got there, his agent was on the phone, and I guess he was flying somewhere today. He wouldn't tell me where, but we'll see what happens to him.
Yeah, why was Matt Adams, former Cardinal, at Wally's last night? By the way, we're talking about Wally's in Fenton. If you haven't seen it yet, I mean, they've got like 70 gas tanks.
Yeah, I think the total was actually 72, which is insane.
Why were you there?
It was the media opening.
So who cares? Well, I mean, but why? I don't get it. Why were you? But for what media were you there?
STL TV.
Why does STL TV care about Wally's in Fenton?
Because it's on your road trip to St. Louis, man. Everybody cares about that. Actually, it was really cool. They have a popcorn bar. They've got a barbecue station. They've got an ice cream place, a coffee bar. Are you ready for this? This was my favorite part. A jerky bar. Beef jerky, like in a pick it out yourself situation, kind of like you would desserts, but it was like beef jerky. Pretty neat.
That is cool.
Yeah.
We did a story on it for Fox 2.
Yeah. And there was a whole bunch of TV people there yesterday.
Yeah, but it only matters that Fox 2's there, as I was saying.
That's true.
We gave you the tour. Fox 2 gave you the tour. So you can actually check out the tour on fox2now.com.
Oh, cool. Yeah, it was neat.
Of the video and everything that was done for it. It's just one of those things. It's cool to have a store, I guess, but it's a gas station. And you can go in and stop and have a little bit more fun. The truckers love it, that's for sure.
If I were traveling and there was one along my way to where I was going, that's where I would stop at.
Hey, come in and spend more money after you just spent $1,000 on filling up your tank.
But
we
that
love
one's
you.
a little too close to home for me to really probably stop in too often, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd like to see it in person just to see it. It was where the old Chrysler plant was. At least they finally put something in that place.
For sure, yeah.
I
they
did
got
3
something there.
stories upon returning to St. Louis 7 years ago. Over that next year. Hey, it's going to be this. It's going to be that. It's going to be this. It's going to be that. Kind of like the Crestwood Mall location. And they finally put something there that appears that it will last
It'll
and,
last
and
a little
do
bit.
something
I mean,
well.
with all those gas pumps there, at least they're going to make some money.
Despite the price in gas that we have going on.
They'll make some money.
Why was Matt Adams there?
I don't want to tell his personal business, but his wife is somehow related to the people that opened that up.
That's great.
Yeah, but that's why he was there.
No,
Because, he lives here in St. Louis with his wife.
I know him and I know his wife.
Mhm. Yeah.
I was just curious why he was there. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, real quick, while we have listeners right here, not right at the end of the show, what else do you got going on today? Do you have radio today?
Oh, I do.
Why don't you put it at the beginning of the show?
I'm sorry, I do. I will be on Losey's Lounge from 1 to 3. That is on 590 The Fan. If you're listening, or you can stop by Top Shooters. Reed will be missing for the first half of the show, but we have Tim Peel, and anybody who's a hockey fan knows Tim Peel's got some stories, so we'll have him on for the first half of the show.
Tim Peel, former NHL referee, retired just a couple years ago. Have fun with Tim.
Yeah,
yes, Tim's a very entertaining guy.
He's going to be a good time.
Once again, you're listening to the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. Jump on in, guys. We appreciate it. Make the most of your day. It's going to be cold today and tomorrow, but if you're staying in the St. Louis area, not traveling somewhere for spring break, we're talking about 60s and 70s all next week.
That I'm excited about.
Throughout the St. Louis area, which, Chris, you've got to be excited about that, right?
I'm very excited.
By the way, Glenn Thompson says the Wally's owner is from Cuba, Missouri.
There you go.
So Cindy says, good morning, Patriots. All right, we got a lot to get to. Baseball's back. Happy about that. You'll get into it later. I was happy last night. The Blues finally got back.
Yeah, they got a
they're
W.
back. They're back.
Everybody's back.
We're back in studio. And then there was a story yesterday that just kind of, I want to say it's justice because it frustrated the hell out of me when it happened because I was like, I hate racist people. And then as the story started to turn, we all saw that it wasn't what we thought it was. And I'm talking about Jussie Smollett.
Oh, I didn't realize something happened with that. I'm sorry.
Do you know who Jussie Smollett is?
Yeah.
Do you
I
know
mean,
what happened with him falsely
He
accusing
pretended he got beat up to make
by
himself
two
cooler.
guys.
Yeah.
and a noose and called homophobic and racist names? Well, when that stuff happens, it is so bad for society because all it does is create more division, stuffs that wedge in between races, and it promotes a lot of hate. When you accuse someone of a hate crime, especially when you're well known, there's a special place you know where for you. This guy still hasn't apologized. Well, yeah, he was convicted of lying, of filing a false police report. Chicago police put in more man hours on this than some of their most egregious crimes that they have. They really wanted to make sure that they took care of Jussie and the horrible thing that he had to go through. And then they quickly found out by the video of him not being anywhere where he said he was, and video there the whole time, and his two perpetrators who were with him. Can't remember the brothers from Jamaica or Haiti. I can't remember. That he planned the whole damn thing. Well, he was convicted. Yesterday he was sentenced, and he got off light. Now he has to pay over $100,000 in restitution. Hopefully that goes straight to the freaking police department for going through his lies. Clearly, he's got a lot of problems, mental problems. He's got some racial issues, too. He's racist, which is unfortunate. And then he only has to do 150 days in jail. So he's going to jail on 150 days.
Is it like a real jail or is it like a celebrity jail?
I don't know. I don't think it's going to, I mean, we'll see. But what made me really get interested in this is we had a judge yesterday in Chicago look at him and say at the sentencing, you pulled scabs off wounds that were healing and tore them apart, talking about racial issues. And then as this cray-cray guy was running out of the courtroom, he's like, I'm not suicidal. And he's holding his fist in the air. I'm not suicidal. And they grabbed him and they took him out. So hopefully that's the last we hear of Jussie Smollett, because this guy is something else. And here's the other issue. African-American leaders in most every major city sent letters in for him, backing him, which at his sentencing hearing. And I'm like, well, wait a second. It's already been proven. It didn't happen. And then why are city leaders backing him? It's like, what? You're doing what? We already know he lied. So why are we going to go back him? And it just, and well, he's great friends with the Obamas, or he was. So it's just sad that this happened because it brings up to something that happened here. Remember a few months ago? You may not, Angela, because you weren't keeping in touch with things like that at this time. But Parkway Central had a major walkout because apparently there was racist graffiti all over the high school bathrooms. And we called immediately like, wait a second, you have video cameras, you should know. And I'll never forget talking to the media people. And they're like, well, we're going to get to the bottom of this. And I'm like, don't you have video cameras? And I was told hours after they reported this, yeah, we have video cameras. They're like, yeah, but we're not going to make a statement yet. Parkway Central allowed an entire school walkout to occur. Kids getting angry at racists being at Parkway Central. And then it wasn't until about over a week later, we found out that the perpetrator, the person who did this, is African American. So once again, it was a false cry for help. It was a false accusation. The one before that Parkway Central had a few years ago, guess what? Same thing. It didn't happen. This is why. And then, trust me, there's hate crimes that are happening. And there's racist people all over the country. And that's sad. On every race. White on black, black on white, black on Asian, Asian on black. Remember the woman that was the Asian woman who was stomped outside of her store by the African-American guy? Yeah, there's made national news, world news. When we were talking about taking care of Asians and getting rid of Asian hate. So these are some of the things that are going on. And it's sad that when you have people like Jussie Smollett who lies and makes this stuff up, it takes away from the real hate crimes that do happen. Because if somebody comes out and says, oh, this happened, you're going to go, wait a second. Like Bubba Wallace, NASCAR racer. He went into his garage. He said, oh, there was a noose. And then they find out that the rope is the way that race car drivers tie to pull up and down
That one I remember.
a garage. And they were all over. It wasn't just in his garage. But yet that was reported as a hate crime. And then it just kind of dissipated and disappeared. That's why we have to be very careful about what we say and what we do. Because the boy that cries wolf, when you really do need to take care of something, right? Then society may not care. Because there are races. Heck, we showed video on Fox 2 last week. Some Caucasian white man run up to these two African-American women, say bad names to them, and he punched one of them in the face. It's a hate crime. See, those are we had that on video, so we could show it. Yes, hate crimes still happen, and it's sad. But that's why we got to remember people like Jesse, who lied, who made a mockery of the policing system, when Chicago police are already at their wits' end trying to take care of more shootings than any other place. And you got this guy lying. And then you have politicians now in all the cities sticking up for him. I was just sitting there dumbfounded yesterday when I was doing my job in the newsroom going, wait a second. Leaders from African-American leaders from every major city are now backing Jussie?
Yeah, but does that surprise you?
Yeah.
No.
Why would you say
They're
that?
racist too.
Well, that's a big statement, though, Chris.
Yeah, it is. Of course it is. Why else would they back somebody like that that's already been proven guilty? Can't think of any.
Kevin says, Vic, that's the problem. They keep telling him he's right, these leaders. And then when he sees that these leaders who look like he does are telling him that, oh, we got your back, then, he starts to believe the lie, which is sad. Robert says another tragedy is politicians who use the Smollett incident for political reasons. Go back and look at all the politicians who came out, the actors, the actresses, the musicians who jumped to Jussie Smollett's defense as soon as he said it. And then go back and look at how many apologized for what they said, how they were wrong. I repeat, 100% wrong. And you will quickly see, and our president, Biden, was one of them. It's like you can't make this stuff up. It's unfortunate. It's sad. But heck, the Mizzou had a situation about 6 years ago. There were walkouts. The football team walked out. There were protests all over campus because there was allegedly a hate crime that occurred. But when the video was after the protest happened, video was shown where there wasn't video where witnesses say they alleged things that were written on these walls. And then it was like, wait a second, this didn't happen. But all of the damage had already been done of, division and Mizzou being titled a racist school and all this other stuff. And there was never any proof that this happened. As a matter of fact, when you looked at video, it showed that nothing did happen. These are the kind of things that can happen. It's like, so I think we need to, it's sad, but we need to make sure that every situation is vetted before we believe it, which is sad, unless there's video that shows otherwise, which is why I'm grateful that, did you guys see, which kind of leads us into St. Louis County Police now because of the body cam. I'm a huge believer in body cam video for St. Louis police, any policing, even though some police don't like it because they still don't think it tells the full story. Although groups who feel that police can be brutal think that the video doesn't show the full story for them either. But St. Louis County Police now, in the last few months for the first time ever, have released videos. They're putting together videos with their body cams of showing how they've gone after suspects, what suspects do, and why they act in the way that they do. It was 2 officer-involved shootings. And it shows that they were not at fault. And guess what? There's been no outcry in the community because there's video that shows what the hell actually happened. Which is, and that's another reason why I love it. So, anyway, you're just looking at me.
I'm sorry, that was just a lot to take in, and I'm not really versed on either of those stories that well. I didn't really want to weigh in with an opinion that may be
But you do
wrong.
know who Jesse is.
I do know who Jesse is, and I know that he was found guilty, but I didn't know
He
anybody
was found guilty of lying.
right, and he's going to jail, maybe real jail,
150
maybe
days.
fake jail. We're not really sure. Yeah. So I got that part. I mean, I guess that's good.
Yeah, Jeff says these leaders are the same people who still think that Michael Brown just stood there with his back to the cop and his hands up the air yelling, "Don't shoot."
Yeah.
That's I mean, the Obama Justice Department went after, they couldn't do anything with Darren Wilson. They said that there's nothing illegal. We can't find anything that he did illegal. But I talked to Mr. Brown. I did an interview with him, and he said the Obama Justice Department got it wrong. So Eric Holder, of course, the Attorney General at that point in time. So, hey, guys, we appreciate you kicking in, jumping in on a Friday. We're just getting started. We got lots to get to today. Unfortunately, it looks like Russia's ready to take Ukraine by the weekend, even though our administration and other Western officials said it was probably going to fall last week or within days, and it still hasn't fallen. We'll talk about the latest there. Sad video coming out yesterday of a maternity ward getting blown up. We had that on Fox 2. Yeah. Yeah. Russia said that if you hide military operations inside of a maternity ward, that's what happens. Of course, Ukraine says that's not what happened. We'll get to the bottom of that. The Don't Say Gay bill in Florida. Ron DeSantis coming out very strong. What is it? Could it be coming to other states? It's definitely drawn a line between people, that's for sure. But we've got some Ron DeSantis out with a reporter saying, get your facts straight. It's all about parental rights. Do parents have the best knowledge of what's best for their kids to be learning at early ages? So there we go. Drew Collins jumping in saying the whole world is afraid of Putin. Well, yeah, they are. They are. And with your gas prices not going down, Joe Biden, our president, came out again yesterday and said, yes, Russia's responsible for the gas prices, and there's nothing we can do about it.
Did he forget about the drilling?
Drilling? What's that?
Okay, just checking.
What's that?
Just checking to see what happened.
It's a free-for-all Friday. You can give us a call at any time if you want to, too. Hear your voice heard. Talk with Angela live and in person. 636-695-2915, 636-695-2915. Ross on Facebook, 100.7 The Viper. Share the show. And ViperRocks.com. That's where you can take us anywhere. ViperRocks.com. Oh, we're ready to have a good time on a Friday. I think I see the sun coming out.
Yay! Here comes the sun.
After a cold Saturday, it'll warm up on Sunday. So there we go. We can have some fun there. Chris Knight's here. Angela Sharp. I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. Back with more Morning Edge right after this.
Edge Morning Traffic.
Tracking a lot of problems from the Viper Traffic Center this morning. Delays for 64 eastbound drivers traveling out of Lake St. Louis through Weldon Spring, and some rough conditions on 364. Sections of it are covered in snow and slush. The slowest spots on 364 are for drivers heading eastbound from Harvester over to the Veterans Memorial Bridge and then approaching 141. The lanes actually look mostly clear on 370 from the MoDOT cameras. No big slow spots there. 70 eastbound slows once you get over the Blanchard Bridge all the way through Lambert International Airport. And then a crash 141 has traffic jammed up from Manchester up through Clayton Road. 170 southbound, a slow go from Overland headed south to Olive from a crash. I'm Fox 2's Molly Rose. That's your Edge Morning Traffic.
The Edge Morning Show. Back in a moment.
Saving at the Home Depot means you can do more for less. Like making dishwashing easier with this KitchenAid dishwasher, complete with third-level rack and a Pro Wash cycle that adapts to each load. Enjoy savings on top-rated appliances online, in-store, or on the Home Depot app. The Home Depot. How doers get more done. U.S. only while supplies last. Valid February 10th through March 2nd, 2022. Free delivery applies to orders of $396 or more.
Spectrum Glass is known for their quality work on windshields, but they do so much more. Spectrum Glass also specializes in residential, commercial, and automotive window tinting. Reduce the heat, reduce the fading, and increase your comfort with professional window tinting from Spectrum Glass. Serving St. Charles and surrounding counties since 1995, Spectrum Glass is still your premier company for windshield replacement. And with free mobile service, they come to you. 636-294-1800 on Facebook and SpectrumGlassOnline.com.
You work from home, and now home can be anywhere you want with an RV from Bill Thomas Camper Sales. RV travel is the ultimate social distancing for your family, and you know what you have with you and where it's been. For 55 years locally, family-owned, Bill Thomas Camper Sales has had the highest quality for every budget, and they have guidelines in place for your safe shopping experience. Travel in comfort and safety with a visit to Bill Thomas Camper Sales in Wentzville. For details, hours, and directions, go to btcamper.com.
Hi, this is Conrad Bellman at Bellman's Carnection in St. Peters. Carnection means selection. We have over 150 cars, trucks, SUVs, crossovers, and vans. All these vehicles are at our top quality dealership, along with our state-of-the-art service department, as open to the public. Easy to get to, right at the corner of I-70 and 370 in beautiful St. Peters. Carnection always means selection. Open 24/7 online at carnection.com.
This is a metaphor for your business's journey. Sometimes it feels like you're going 100 miles an hour, barely keeping up. But to cruise through challenges, you need someone who's right there with you. That's what Dell Technologies advisors do. They have the Windows PCs and tech advice you need to get past whatever's in front of you and get where you want to go. Call an advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL. A start to a simpler experience with Windows 11 Pro.
Hey, Brian Dawson here. Folks, Brian Dawson Roofing and Construction is a roofing company dedicated to excellence and quality. We are very familiar with working with insurance as well as uninsured roofing needs. We do room additions, small roofs, big roofs, steep roofs, flat roofs, residential and commercial. So hey, if you have any roofing or construction needs, call me, Brian Dawson.
Learn more by visiting BrianDawsonRoofing.com or call 636-465-9465. That's 465-9465.
Progressive Snapshot can save you money based on how you drive and how much you drive. So the safer you drive, the more money you could save. Now, if you didn't hear that because you were yelling at another car while driving, let me say it again. You need to calm down. Yelling is just making everyone as stressed out as you are and letting them all know that you definitely aren't trying to save with Progressive Snapshot. And if you did hear it the first time because you weren't yelling at another car, nice work. You'd love Snapshot from Progressive because it rewards safe drivers. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Snapshot not available in California and North Carolina or from all agents.
Do you know what today is?
Today is National Promposal Day.
Oh my God, are you asking me to the prom?
It's that time of year again where teens pull out all the stops to pop the question, will you go to prom with me?
This is a surprise promposal.
So who are you going to prom with?
National Promposal Day.
A lot of people have been going the promposal route.
So I know my boyfriend is asking me to prom.
It's National Promposal Day.
It's showtime, baby.
I guess it makes sense, but I've never heard anything of promposal.
Okay, that's the stupidest thing I've
It's
ever
March
heard.
it's March 11.
And no school is really like one of those sitcoms where you like don't know who you're going to prom with. Typically, you go to prom with your boyfriend or girlfriend or by yourself if you don't have one. Like, it's not
or
like
with
a
a group
big
of
deal.
friends, things
right.
change.
Yeah, I guess a group of friends. So I went with 11 men.
How many?
11. Really what happened was I went with my 11 friends and their 11 dates, but when we took the prom photo, I took it in the
Can
center
you please
of
sit
11
to the side?
men.
I
How many
can't
did
see
you
your
take
face.
home that night?
I can't see your face, Angela. I want for our viewers on Facebook.
They don't need to see my
Yes,
face?
they do. You're sitting behind that damn lever again.
Okay, well, sorry.
That's terrible. It's a terrible look for Facebook.
Well, I'm
We
really
need to
here
show
for the guys on the
Angela.
radio. I'm here for the guys on the radio.
Well, you're on TV, girl. I'm sorry. We just like to see your face. We've told you this before.
I know.
We'd like to see it.
And I haven't moved yet. I always sit in this spot.
Last year, my daughter went to prom.
Okay, did she get a weird promposal?
No, it was just, but she didn't know who she was going with until like a couple weeks before. I mean,
Yeah, well, now they make it a big deal, like almost like you're being asked to be married, and it's really
some
kinda
people
stupid.
do, but not, I disagree with what that national narrative may be because I witnessed it firsthand last year. At least in the St. Louis area, it was not a big deal. Maybe
Stupid.
for some individuals, but they went as a big group. And
I
oh,
like
yeah.
that idea better.
Yeah, I mean, Yeah, well, we went, it was massive. There were, I think I counted over 100 kids or 80 kids.
That went together?
No, it was the pre-party
okay.
at somebody's house. Yeah.
80 kids at a pre-party?
Yes, and then all the parents of all the kids.
Oh, geez, that's a lot of photos being taken.
But it was a beautiful night. It was great. I mean, this house was absolutely amazing with the most incredible backyard, which is
I was going to say it had to be pretty big to hold all those people.
next to a swimming pool and houses around the pool. I mean, I was like, this is opulence. Is amazing. But anyway, that's how I saw it. And it was my daughter's like, no, Dad, we just all got to go together. And
I like
the
that
same
idea
way.
better.
And she's a freshman at Mizzou. Same thing. Nah, we just all kind of go out together. Most of them like, okay. All right, that sends out. Before we get, but anyway, promposal day. Okay. Have at it. I'm sure there's some girls who are making a big deal about it a month out.
Well, I mean, I remember back in my blues days, we had a couple people promposal their person live on the Jumbotron at a game, with the whole cardboard cutout and flowers and a whole deal. So, I mean, whatever, floats your boat, right?
Hey, before we get more serious today, okay, I have despised Kim Kardashian from the get-go. I've despised reality.
You're in the majority, okay?
I've despised reality TV, that whole family, what they've done.
Okay.
The images,
You mean getting famous off a sex tape isn't your thing?
No.
Okay.
And then just everything about the reality. But, hey, I'll be honest. I'm giving her kudos today.
Uh-oh. What did she do good?
Well, first of all, she got her law license. That
Did
happened.
she officially get it?
Hell yes, she
Okay,
did.
good for her.
In the last year, she did. So that was awesome. But Kim Kardashian is getting backlash, and I guess we should be surprised in this society. She's a multi-millionaire. She's brilliant. She works her arse off, kinda, maybe not. You get the point.
She doesn't really. Okay.
Yeah, she works hard. Let's just say that. She's getting backlash for being offensive and too harsh for society because of advice that she gave to women.
Oh, I heard that. That was so stupid.
In a clip from Variety,
yes,
she said, quote, "I have the best advice for women in business. Get your effing ass up and work. It seems like nobody wants to work these days. You have to surround yourself with people that want to work. Have a good work environment where everyone loves what they do because you have one life. No toxic work environments, and show up and do the work."
I will say that her messaging is
If Chris was ready to
fine.
do the clapping, he should have hit the clapping button.
No, I would not clap for that because
Why?
It's one thing to
Oh, I
say
can't
that
wait to rip you on
when
this.
you've actually worked. It's another thing to say that when you were born with a little silver spoon in your mouth, your daddy was OJ's lawyer, and then you got famous off a sex tape, and then be like, "Oh, you guys need to work." I mean, yeah, I can lay on my back and have somebody videotape that too.
Oh, dear God.
That's not what we're going for.
Oh, dear God.
I mean, come on. Like, let somebody who actually has exactly what Kim did, because that's how she got famous. Like, let's talk about this. Like, if it's somebody who actually has worked for what they've had,
She worked.
absolutely.
She
no.
worked it.
She worked,
She worked
it.
it.
That's what she did. So, no, I'm not going to give her. Yeah, she
Okay,
should get ripped
You're
for that.
partially right up until the point where she actually went to work and has been working like a fool for the last 20 years.
Okay, but she's had a silver spoon in her mouth
hold on a
and
second.
9
hold on a
nannies
second.
and whatever.
Hold on. I let you say, now let me speak here. I 100% agree with everything you said up until the point that the video was out there. Then fame dissipates, glory dissipates, attention dissipates. You have to go do something day in, day out. Just because you win the World Series doesn't mean the next year that you show up, you win the World Series. You have to work. That woman has turned a good situation. She could have sat back and done nothing. But she actually, go back, look up all of the businesses, the companies, the things that she's done. She went back to freaking law school, got her law license. Okay? Sometimes in life, people may have it a little easier than you, or they may have a little bit of a head start. But we can't tear
Also,
apart.
look back at her original photos or
But we-
now
yeah,
photos.
but we
Plastic
can't-
surgery can make you hot, and you can do a lot when you're hot.
No, but the work ethic is what we're talking about. She could have sat back and done nothing and just shopped every, but she continues to work. The message.
I agree with Drew for the first time in my life.
The message The message is get up and work, and that's what society needs. You can't just sit back and do nothing.
I will just say that most of the Facebook is on Team Angela. With
Well, it's not about who's on who's right. Just because
I'm just gonna say
the Dalai Lama, you need to listen to this since you like some of this stuff, has said before publicly, just because the majority may be with a certain point does
Genie's
not
on
mean
your
that
team.
it's right. It's about work ethic, and here's the problem, because a lot of people your age, Angela, don't work, and they don't want to work, and they're lazy. And Eric and I have talked about this a lot on the show, and that's why you have business owners who can't find people to work because American society has gotten, quote, lazy.
True story.
End of story.
True story.
So anyway, I would not suggest doing what Kim did to get famous.
just saying.
She makes fun of it. She makes fun of it publicly now.
It's also kind of well known that her people are the ones who leaked it, and then she sued and then got money for it. The whole thing was, I mean, if you're going to think about it that way, sure. She
from
was
the
smart
messaging
about dropping off her sex tape and then suing them to get money. Yeah, okay.
Once again,
Robert Kardashian, by the way, wasn't that rich when he passed away. Kim and Paris Hilton's assistant.
Oh yeah,
they copied
Kim was definitely Paris
her
Hilton's
path
assistant.
to fame. Pretty simple.
Look, I love your conversation, but you guys don't realize the sex tape thing, it's been around for years. Pam Anderson.
But
and
Pam's was literally stolen from her, and
it
Kim's
didn't-
was
it
given
didn't-
away.
But that's a whole different point.
They live a decadent lifestyle. They didn't care. It helped both of their careers.
Pam hates hers. Don't talk to Pam about it. She gets real upset.
Well, I'm sure she does. I'm sure she does.
Kim loves hers and wants to talk about it all the time.
Well, you know what?
That's
It's
because
called-
she had lighting and the whole thing, and do I like what it looks like?
Yeah, well, she's a businesswoman. She works her tail off. She works hard, and that's why she's
I'm gonna highly disagree with you.
on what? That she doesn't work hard?
She works hard. She
I'm
does.
gonna highly disagree on
No, man.
everything here.
Dude,
Why?
Dude, I'm telling you right now.
Back it up.
She does.
I don't feel like it. I'm kind of done. I kind of said my piece. It's kind of like
Well, you sound
But
stupid.
you sound
you sound
no,
ignorant.
no, she doesn't sound stupid, Vic. She sounds
No, it's about backing
irritated.
things up.
Yeah, and
Irritated.
that's what I am.
But why are you irritated?
I'm just
it's
irritated.
just a thing. It's a thing.
I'm just irritated. We've beat the dead horse.
Like
I don't agree with you guys.
But here's the thing.
But I don't
about
understand
radio
why-
is
there's
it's about-
nothing to
it's about
disagree
talk.
with.
Yeah, it's not like
because
you
I'm
talk, you give an opinion, you
fascinated
back
by
it up.
I go on these. My favorite thing on see if I'm
It's
wrong
like
here.
your
See if I'm wrong
attention
here.
became to like being is more about being right than talking about
No,
what
no, no,
the
no,
issue
no,
is.
No,
No,
that's it. I'm just over it.
No,
I'm
she-
over the topic.
We'd already been talking
I'm
about.
not
She's
over
like,
the topic.
Well, I disagree.
Well, you guys can talk about it.
Reels is amazing to me. Okay, do you guys
There's
watch?
4 people
I
in
know
this
what
room.
Reels is. It's what is it? TikTok, right? These look, the Kardashian chick. She is only one of a billion of these girls. They're called influencers. Okay,
Correct.
I am stunned yesterday. I'm stunned yesterday by this chick that keeps coming on my Reels. I thought she was just like
Who are we talking about?
I don't know. She basically she digs cars. Okay, she digs cars.
Do you know who this is,
She's
Angela?
hot as hell.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
She's
Oh my
hot
God,
as hell.
Again, you're not that dumb. Come on.
Well, I just wasn't paying attention. It wasn't dumb. I literally wasn't paying attention.
You're on a radio with a headset.
I know,
She-
but I was down here doing other stuff.
She's hot as hell. But she said some guy came up to her and goes, "How much do you make doing this?" And I was like, "Man, she probably makes $100,000 doing this a year." She's like a multi-millionaire because she basically just opens up these cars and explores them. And she's an influencer. She's a millennial influencer.
Oh, you're talking about the blonde chick.
Yeah, what's her name? She
Yeah, but Angela told us about a bunch of the influencers.
Yeah, but the Kardashian chick is not the last influencer out there.
No.
She just happens to be the first reality TV star influencer that I remember anyway, right?
Yeah.
Paris Hilton, I guess, was the other one, right? But it's how these millennials make money now. They make money.
So what's the point, though?
The point is that Kardashian, she doesn't seem that out there anymore to me. She's just, I get it. She wakes up with a little cell phone camera, 5 billion people comment on her stuff, and then advertisers throw money at her. That's really how it works, I guess. I don't know that it had anything to do with the sex tape.
Right. I mean,
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think we've talked before though about how much money influencers can make.
$1
that's
trillion.
That's kind of like why some people go out of their way to put themselves in situations that are going to cause a ruckus because that gets their follower count up, that gets their view count up, and all that means money.
Exactly. What's the problem?
So that's why, like, those guys were doing. What were those guys doing when they were like trying to climb some sort of? They were climbing some sort of monument somewhere that is like very dangerous to climb, and they kept getting injured, and the police were like really mad about it. that's because they had set up a camera so they could get their fall. And if you catch the fall of them falling, then like that gets your follower count up way high, and then you get all sorts of cash
So
money.
it sounds to me like you're irritated by these people. That's what it sounds
I'm
like to me.
starting to get irritated.
No, Angela. She
I don't care about the Kardashians. Let's talk about COVID.
That's
Actually-
talk about
That's
COVID.
from the Facebook line.
Are you irritated by these chicks?
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm irritated by all of these chicks. It depends on what chicks you're talking about. There are some chicks that are influencers that make their money, and they're maybe makeup artists who have a lot of followers by showing people how to do makeup better or whatever.
Millions.
Yeah, you just get,
Millions.
Yeah.
the only
for
reason
sure.
we brought up is the fact that she's getting pushback because she told women to get off their ass and work.
Get off your ass and work.
And
I agree
Angela
with them.
said she doesn't agree with what she said, and then I'm like, and then that's what started it. So
What,
that's it.
what else are you going to do? Not get off your ass and work?
Well, there's a lot of younger people who like to make excuses in life and say, well, just because. But did she start maybe a little ahead? Yeah, she started a little ahead, but it's about what
she's
you
a silver
continue
spoon.
to do.
She's a silver spoon trollop. Who cares?
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, but you still have to work. You still have to show up.
Amen,
Because there's
brother.
plenty-
I agree
Because there's
with,
plenty of people who start with silver spoons in their mouth and don't do crap.
agree with the
and
sentiment.
just-
I don't agree
and
with
they
the
just-
person who said it.
And they sit on their butt
Mhm.
and don't do it because they're trust fund babies.
Yeah.
I know some of them.
Yeah.
And they are the opposite of what Kim Kardashian is. The problem is the fact that
I respect Kim because she's an entrepreneur.
yeah,
and,
she
and
is.
she used
She's
every
an entrepreneur.
she
at the
used
finest.
every asset that she could use to become a billionaire. I dig it.
Exactly.
Whatever it takes, man. You're on this planet for a finite amount of time.
Oh my God!
Do what you got to do.
I don't know this, but Angela, you would. Is it true that Kylie, the youngest one, makes more money than all of them?
Well, it was for a while. I haven't checked like today on the stats, but Kim and Kylie have been going back and forth on who makes the most money.
Wow. All right. Work.
Amen, man. Because I need some people to work up at the Hardee's in Wentzville because there's never anybody there.
Is it just the Hardys? It's kind of everywhere, isn't it?
Yeah, no, in the Jack in the Box too. If we can get
Have
some
people had bad experiences still with
Yes.
drive-through service? Has
Oh my
anybody
God,
been
yes.
having any good ones? The only good ones I have when I do go are still the only place that's ever been great at drive-through, and you know what that is.
Starbucks.
No,
McDonald's.
Starbucks is good. McDonald's and Starbucks are two of the worst.
Oh.
It's Chick-fil-A.
Oh, that makes sense.
They are by far.
Yeah, because they
the
have Bible
best.
study every 30 minutes for the kids. It's a very Christian organization.
Yeah, of course it is.
It's very.
Kinda.
I love it. They are the best customer service. They're the best kids. The best hiring practices. Man, come on.
I mean, that
Yeah.
place is real quick. That's true.
If anybody should be making $25 or $30 an
Yeah,
hour,
it's these
the
14-year-olds.
It's the employees at Chick-fil-A.
Amen.
It's not the employees at other places.
No.
That's for sure.
No.
Maybe they're good, but nobody beats Chick-fil-A drive-through service. Never.
No.
Never.
Okay, back to COVID now. How's that doing?
That's
got
what,
some-
yes.
What COVID?
Go
COVID-
team.
We got some Delta Crown to
COVID
talk about?
disappeared when Russia invaded Ukraine. Don't you remember?
Oh yeah, they sent it all over
Dr.
there.
Fauci, remember him? He disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We already. It's like, and we're on to our next big story.
Seriously, where did that guy
Everybody, come over here. We're now paying attention to Ukraine.
I would like to know what he currently thinks about the COVID situation. Like, I would like somebody to go interview him to see what he would say right now.
Chris, do you remember the cartoon from Star Wars? That
Guado. No, wait a minute. What was his name? It was name.
First of all, it's a free for all Friday.
I can't remember his name.
It's Quado or Quado. Angela,
Yes, it's-
you have to hear the Star Wars
Guado.
character.
We're gonna send the COVID
No,
over
seriously.
to Ukraine.
Who sounds exactly. We didn't know that Dr. Fauci voiced the
It's been a-
character.
Yeah.
Wait,
for-
did he really voice the character? Or you
Oh
just
yeah,
joking
no,
around
he
with
voiced
me?
the character. Of course, you'll hear when we pull it up.
It was Anakin Skywalker's slave boss. If you can find it, Chris. I don't remember what his name was.
But I think it was quite. We got a ton of Star Wars fans
Yeah,
that listen to us.
I
At least
know.
jumping on Facebook. They do.
Anakin, come over here, man. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm not good at impressions.
No, I'm telling you, it's it. But I had Chris pull up some Ron DeSantis, which we'll get to a little bit later in the break, about the "Don't Say Gay" bill, or just dub that. It's actually a parental rights bill, the HB bill that we do have there. We'll play that for you right after the end of the break. But Fauci, from Melissa, Fauci disappeared after the Project Veritas reports.
Ooh.
Yeah, they were there, but we also had Dr. Fauci starting to disappear before the.
Boy, was that
If
coordinated.
you remember,
Wow.
he disappeared very quickly right before what?
Right before the first bombs hit Ukraine.
Yeah, it was true.
There's got to be a way we could call him and get just his opinion on COVID currently, because I'm curious. I just want to know what he thinks.
His opinion is? He's like the Kardashian of COVID.
Well,
he made $1 billion
I know.
off
I just
of
want to
it.
know what he thinks. Like, will he not talk to any media outlets anymore? Is that like part of his deal?
He wouldn't talk to a lot of media outlets. COVID-19 made Fauci a very rich person. He was vested in all of this stuff. He was he knew where the bodies were buried over there in China, trust me. So we're not going to hear from Fauci.
You think he's just going to quietly go into the night?
No, because what will happen is you will investigate this stuff, and then especially if at the midterms, if the Republicans get it, everybody will find out that this came from a lab over in Wuhan, China. And Fauci will just deny it. And that's how the government works. There's no accountability. You won't be able to corner the guy. He's like trying to squeeze Jell-O. It just kind of goes through your fingers. So he's gone forever. He's gone forever. Yeah.
But he's alive and well with his millions.
I don't think he's gone forever.
I think he's gone for. Well, you know what? He'll come back, and when he'll go, hey, everybody, we fixed it. COVID is gone now. Don't worry about it. You're either immune.
Will he say that, or will he come back with
I
something
did it.
worse?
Look at me. You followed me, and we only lost 3 million people, 14 worldwide. I don't know, man. I'm sorry. But no, he'll take credit for all the good stuff that happened, and that's all there is to it. And they'll have a big party, and it'll probably be down at some, I don't know, steakhouse somewhere.
He's not gone. He's been put in the closet, and he'll be back.
No, he won't. I'm telling you, it's over, dude. It's over. It's over. It's over.
When they went, I don't know when the next flu season. I'm telling you.
And now an oldie but a goodie. Please welcome Dr. Fauci to the stage.
An oldie.
Coming this Christmas to the St. Louis Symphony.
I was doing my best. I was trying to find Quattro.
I can't remember.
So there's an article from just a couple days ago that says Fauci says U.S. can return to normal when COVID resembles the flu. But right now, COVID deaths are still 10 times higher. So he's still out there. He's just not making his TV appearances, I guess.
And they don't talk about how many flu deaths there actually are.
Right.
Robert has the line of the day. Fauci is out looking for science. Sorry. On the Glenn brings this up. Yesterday, we had a U.S. official, and I'm trying to figure this whole damn thing out. A U.S. official, I don't know if she got caught and said it, or they're telling us because they want us to know. But there was a U.S.-funded biolab. Their biolabs in Ukraine. Why do we have biolabs in Ukraine? Russia's calling us out on it. We were going after China with the United Nations on some of their practices there. Now, China has called the United States out, and we backed off. We backed off at the United Nations because China called us out for these. It's now worldwide known that the United States have biolabs in Ukraine. What the hell? This U.S. official said that we were now working with Ukrainian officials on how to safely get whatever it was in the lab so that the Russians couldn't get a hold of it.
Yeah. But see,
are they telling us to get our attention over, or are they telling us because they got caught?
Because they got caught. No, don't you remember one of the senators asked, I can't remember her name.
And Fauci's nowhere to be seen talking about it.
No. They said, no, we don't have biolabs. We know of biolabs. There are but the United States government has a way of deniability all the time. If they fund something, Angela, I don't own that building. I don't know what they do in there, but here's some money to do whatever you need to do. And that's what the United States has apparently been doing, especially in Wuhan. We knew what was going on there, Dr. Fauci. Ask him that question the next time you see him. Don't ask him about COVID. Say, hey, how much money did you...
Next time I see him, like, we're buddies.
Yeah. Well, you know everybody. I know nobody.
I don't know Fauci.
Wasn't he a draft pick at the Blues? But but it happens, okay? There's also reports that there's like a biolab at Chernobyl. Like there was actual people. I mean, that's unbelievable. But we know of some nefarious stuff going on. We're not angels. That's for sure.
I hope nobody thought we were, because, I mean, obviously TikTok can't be really trusted that much. However, right when this whole war started, that was the TikTok thing, was that we have these bio things, and like this is a big deal.
Yeah.
And how do we even know what team we're supposed to be on as far as like America goes?
Yeah.
Because of all this different stuff. And, Biden's kid has ties over there.
He
and
did.
All that kind of
did.
stuff.
He
So,
sure
I
did.
mean, there's just a lot of stuff that, what do they say that, people only see what the sheep
Well,
only see what the shepherd shows them kind of thing.
I like what, yep.
It's kind of afraid to look because you don't want to necessarily know what's really going on.
And you don't even know the right questions to ask.
Correct.
That's
yeah.
the problem.
Mhm.
You don't even know how to ask the right question. You're like, what? Wait, what? There's a what over where? And then you're like, you don't even know. It's a covert operation. It's a black operation. There's no way that the media is going to get in to find out about this. So now you have to rely on what Russia's telling you, right?
Well, you don't want to. You can't rely
Right.
on that.
Putin's telling you, hey, there's these chemical labs right across my border, and then the White House is going, no, there's not. What are you talking about? So who the hell do you believe?
Right. You can't. And that's why I feel like people don't trust government in general. Some people don't trust government in general.
Right.
And maybe don't even pick like a Democrat or a Republican because they're all kind of in bed
They're
together.
lying to you, all of
Yeah.
them. Yes. And then they don't go in lying to you, but all of a sudden you hear something that makes you go, that doesn't sound accurate at all.
Right.
And that's the problem for us people, us commoners.
I found Fauci.
I'm sorry.
He's so quiet today. Speaker's on the bottom, babe. There we go. See? It's a Fauci TikTok.
Where's the COVID?
That's what they called COVID before COVID.
My mother.
What is this even from?
She's not mine no more. I sold her. You sold her? Years ago. Sorry, but you know, business is business, huh?
Get your vaccine.
Yeah,
This
I
is
sold her to a moisture farmer named Lars. At least I think it was Lars.
this is Project Veritas because they caught Fauci. He used to sell children on the open market, and then he started selling COVID.
What was that from? What
Star
movie?
Wars.
Star Wars,
Star
Phantom
Wars?
Menace, I think.
What was his
believe.
name? Watto.
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 No, Quado was from.
Watto.
No, that was from
Total Recall.
Total Recall.
Holy crap, Angela.
Oh, I didn't know that. Somebody said it on the line
Oh.
way earlier.
It's like, damn, that's impressive,
No,
girl.
no, I didn't know that.
Quaid. Remember the little guy that was living inside a Quaid or a Quado? Well, I can't remember. I'm too old.
All right. Hey,
He walks away.
don't go anywhere when we come back from this break. Just wait until you hear Ron DeSantis.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to talk about this.
He
'cause I've been
undresses
reading
a
now.
reporter. That's why if you're a reporter, don't go up to an official. I'm going to get this person. Or try to have a gotcha moment.
Have
Just-
you ever done that in
Hell
your
no,
career?
because
Never,
it's not my-
even when you started?
No, because I would never go into any interview and try. I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. You have to be some sort of evil to go after some. I'm going to get you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna-
Elliot Davis.
I'm going to have my gotcha moment.
Oh, don't be knocking.
I
poor
love
Elliot.
Elliot. I love Elliot. That's what Elliot does. He'll walk right up to you with a camera in your face.
Well, he used to do that.
He'll bump you in the nose with this camera. Boom.
I don't think he's allowed to touch you with this camera.
Well, it's an accident.
But those issues, that was when if people were not paying money, not with a public official standing up there. Well, some younger reporter tried to.
Trying to be an influencer.
Ron DeSantis undressed him. It's all over the parental rights bill, which opponents call "Don't Say Gay" bill.
What is "Don't Say Gay" mean?
We're going to explain it. This is big news now, and it could be coming to a state near you, which is why we even talk about it, because it's going to pass in Florida. It's a bill, and we'll explain what it is. You won't want to miss this. That's great. You're listening to The Edge. Eric Johnson, Chris Knight, the Angela Sharp. You can give her a call if you want. We have open phone lines. Fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. I'm Vic Faust. The phone number 636-695-2915. You can also get us at viperrocks.com. We're back with your news headlines, your sports headlines. Angela will tell you what's going on this weekend in the world as well.
Oh, yeah. I
Back
do
with
have
more
that.
right after this. And I wasn't.
Edge Morning Traffic.
It's been a messy couple hours out there on area interstates, but during this 8 o'clock hour, starting to see some relief at least. 64 drivers, you are moving from the 64-70 split all the way to the Boone Bridge, and then a little bit of slowing through the Chesterfield area. Eastbound 70 between Cave Springs and Zumbell, report of an accident there. And then slowdowns do greet you once you cross over the Blanchard Bridge headed into St. Louis County and you approach 270. St. Charles County Highway H at 94, report of an accident. And then eastbound 70 near Natural Bridge, there is a car into the median wall there. I'm Fox 2's Molly Rose. That's your Edge Morning Traffic.
Wake up. The Edge Morning Show.
If you want the best, don't settle for the rest. Come to F&S. F&S Collision Repair provides the best customer service, quality of work, paint color match, and paintless dent repair. They do it all. No job too big or too small. Just what your car or truck ordered. F&S Collision. Call today to schedule your appointment and get that car repaired. F&S Collision Repair.
My daughter used to be a shining star. I would tell her, there's nothing you can't do. Now, it's like living with a stranger. It happens so fast. Centerpoint Hospital, real help for addiction and hope for a bright future.
If a young person dear to you is facing substance use, the Changing Point at Centerpoint Hospital now offers adolescent treatment solutions with detox, 4-week residential, and outpatient treatment. The Changing Point for adolescents at Centerpoint Hospital. Hope for a bright future.
Hey, it's Shanny from the Legendary Lunch, and if you're hiring somebody to come in and do a project for you or your business, you need to trust them. And trust is built. Well, that's what Concrete Bob and everybody over at Concrete Masters does every day. They build trust, and they do it with quality work. And it shows in their porches and patios, the driveways and walkways they pour, the garages. Whether it's commercial or residential, Concrete Masters does it all. For new projects to tear out and replacement, if it's flat, Concrete Masters makes it great. So if you've got an upcoming concrete project and you don't call Concrete Masters, well, it's your own asphalt. Call them today, Concrete Masters, 314-486-0926. Tell them you want to speak to Concrete Bob and plan your next project today. 314-486-0926. It's Concrete Masters.
Journey in concert. Freedom Tour 2022. March 21st at Enterprise Center. Journey with very special guest, Toto. Tickets on sale now at JourneyMusic.com. Don't miss Journey Live. Produced by AEG Presents.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save over $700 on average, and those savings add up. Imagine what you could buy in the future.
The graphics are so real on this video game console I bought with the savings from switching to Progressive 10 years ago. I can't tell what's real and what's the game, which I think is what people want, in the future, which it is currently.
So switch to Progressive and save big, because those savings can add up in the future. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National annual average insurance savings by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive in 2020. Potential savings will vary.
Wake up. The Edge Morning Show.
Look, staying healthy isn't easy. Watching your diet, hitting the gym, avoiding stress. But a good night's rest helps boost your overall health and wellness. And it couldn't be easier. The new Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed is the only bed that effortlessly adjusts and responds to both of you. The result? You wake up ready for anything. Proven quality sleep is life-changing sleep. Don't miss our weekend special. The new Queen Sleep Number 360 C2 Smart Bed is only $8.99. Plus special financing. Ends Monday. Special financing subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
Now another hour of the Edge Morning Show on KFNS Troy St. Charles. The Edge Morning Show.
Hi, my name is Takia, and a little thing that I love about the Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich is when I take a bite, it's the perfect blend from the bacon to the cheese. It's perfection.
Hey, I'm Katora, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A mac and cheese is it kind of melts in your mouth, so you know it's creamy, cheesy, and delicious. This gooey mac makes me cheese every time.
Order dinner delivered on the Chick-fil-A app today. Delivery fee and other restrictions apply. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Viper Weather with legendary chief meteorologist Dave Murray.
Hi, this is Viper meteorologist Dave Murray. On this Friday, cloudy skies, light snow should continue up until about noontime or so, and then it kicks away. It's cold. Again, not a big storm at all for us. 35 will do it for the high. Tonight, slow clearing, windy, bitter cold. 14 degrees, wind chills below zero overnight tonight. Saturday, sunny, windy, and cold, 32 degrees. Saturday night, clear skies and 20. And Sunday, sunny, cold start, but a fast warm-up Sunday afternoon, 58 degrees. Don't forget, this is time change weekend, spring ahead. So the sunset on Saturday is 6:05. The sunset on Sunday is 7:06. So keep that in mind. From the Viper Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Dave Murray. Now back to the Edge on 100.7, The Viper.
Whipper River Electric, a Touchstone Energy cooperative. The Edge Morning Show.
Local headlines now with Fox 2's Vic Faust.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. 9:02 is our time. Time for your morning headlines on this Friday, March 11th. Clearly, the snow is in and it is done. The rest of the weekend, as Dave was talking about, looks good. Get out and enjoy yourself. Don't go anywhere. Coming up, Angela will tell you everything that's going on this weekend. By the way, it's a St. Patrick's Day weekend on top of it. There was one bed bug that was found in an office chair in St. Louis County yesterday. It was a bed bug. One. They found one, but one is too many, right? So they brought in exterminators last night and exterminated all 100 desks that were there.
Wow.
Yeah, so because one bed bug was found. Unfortunately, a man was shot and killed in North St. Louis Thursday. A tractor trailer catches fire after falling off the Poplar Street Bridge on-ramp. It was the on-ramp as you're coming on. The truck did yesterday. Believe it or not, early this morning. What happened was the conditions on the road. You know what we're talking. You're looking at me like.
Well, I'm just trying to figure it out. Popped over.
Yeah, and then caught fire.
Ugh.
Glad that it happened at that point in time.
Is he alive?
Yes, no injuries.
Wonderful.
2 people were taken to the hospital early this morning, though. It was going from the eastbound 44 lanes into the northbound 55 ramp. Eastbound on the Poplar Street Bridge. It just lost control and flipped off the ramp.
That makes sense.
Whoa! It's like, look out. Also, St. Louis Lambert Airport has a survey. You can go to the survey on foxnow.com. Chris, I thought you might find this interesting, to ask them how they're doing and what the future of the airport should look like. Why did I know you were going to do it? No comment.
He just chuckles.
Sad news, a second Joplin police officer is not going to make it. On Tuesday, 3 officers were shot trying to take in a suspect. 1 died that day. A second one, we were told yesterday, is not going to make it, unfortunately. And Betsy Faria's daughter says, while you're watching the NBC show on them, don't forget about the victims, because she feels as if they've not done a great job with the show. Let's look at your morning headlines. I'm Vic Faust.
Attention sports fans.
This is Sharp on Sports. Now, here's Angela Sharp.
All right, so I mentioned the Blues are on a 4-game losing streak. Well, they broke that last night. They beat the Rangers 6-2. Of course, Husso was in net. Now they take off to Nashville. They'll be in Nashville tomorrow for an 11:30 puck drop. A great place to be. And by now, everybody knows baseball is back, and it's a pretty quick turnaround. Some notable rule changes: 12-team expansion postseason, universal DH, 9-inning games and doubleheaders, and no runners on base to start the innings. Of course, they have some money details, but that's, kind of getting into the details of all that stuff. Clayton Kershaw will be a free agent for the first time in his career, and that's got some big decisions to make for that guy, for sure. And we did mention it at the top of the show. 4 teams, and by when I say teams, I mean player representatives from those teams, voted against this. That was the Mets, Yankees, Astros, and your St. Louis Cardinals.
The Edge Morning Show.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. You're listening to the Morning Edge, fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. We've got another hour to go. Eric Johnson, Chris Knight, Angela Sharp, and Vic Faust of Fox 2. Before we get into this, Ron DeSantis parental rights bill, a.k.a. Don't Say Gay bill, and the national attention that it's getting now and how it could become an even larger story. A couple random facts for you. Eric, Angela, you both love cars. Did you know that the average car spends how much of its time parked, would you say, in its lifetime?
Well, it depends what kind of car you get, right?
The average car. The average
everyday driver, how much time does it spend parked?
70%.
8 hours a day times all the days. I think it's parked for like 2 months a year.
Yeah, 80%.
You say 80%?
2 months a year.
2 months a year. If we break that down, that would only be like...
That's about 80%. 20-something, a little bit, yeah.
95% of its life parked. I thought that was...
No, really?
Not for you and me.
Okay.
We're the exception to the average.
Exception to that rule?
We're constantly driving because we have multiple jobs.
Yeah, okay, fair.
Yeah.
But 95%. Also, I found this to be fascinating today. Netflix has been around longer than Google.
Oh, because they used to do that mail thing, right?
I didn't even know about it. You know more than I do.
No, that was Redbox, wasn't it? Redbox was the one. Yeah,
I think Netflix also, you could get movies via mail. I vaguely remember us doing that when I was a
Netflix
kid.
was founded in 1997. Google the next year, 1998.
Oh, they only beat him by a year.
Yeah, I don't know. And news that you can't use, despite reports of armadillos being bulletproof. Has anybody ever heard that? With bullets flying off of armadillos. That's like news. Chris would know.
Come on, man.
I'm not kidding you. I've heard that before, that armadillos were bulletproof. Nobody's ever heard that?
Go find an armadillo. Let's try it.
Well, the shells are apparently made of bony plates called osteoderms that grow in the skin. So they're more like a hard-shelled suitcase than a bulletproof vest.
That's why the only words it
So
can
don't
say
go
are...
trying.
That's why the only words it can say are, is that all you got? Those are the only words that it can say as you shoot at it.
Oh.
Is that all you got? And then it walks away.
Robert says Netflix killed Blockbuster, and he is 100% right.
Netflix, yeah, okay, yeah. Do you guys... Angela doesn't remember Blockbuster.
No.
I'll bet.
I remember going to Blockbuster.
You do? Do you remember the VHS in Blockbuster?
I remember going to
Wow.
Blockbuster and getting candy at
So
the
that
front.
answer to that is
No. She's young. She's
I
young.
remember getting the candy
The
at the front of the
candy!
store.
Yeah, okay. Angela, you're not so millennial. That's a good one.
She's kind of
That's a good
she's
one.
caught in the crosshairs of
That sucks. You have no island.
I have no island. What
Yeah.
does that mean?
No, she's caught between
millennial and
our generation. What are we, Generation Y, or what are we?
Something.
X? I don't know. I can't remember what
She's
it is right
she's
now.
a spectator to both. She's like sitting in the middle, going.
I
These
got
guys,
some candy.
These guys are nuts, and these guys are successful and wealthy. Go ahead. Sorry.
All right. So there we go. If you want to give us a call and talk to anybody, you can. The phone number is 636-695-2915. All right. Governor Ron DeSantis, we know he is probably one of the most outspoken governors in America. He doesn't care what you think. He's going to do what he thinks feels is best for Florida. And now there is a bill called HB 1557, which is called the Parental Rights Bill.
Here we go.
It's also been called the Don't Say Gay Bill.
What's that mean?
What it means is he's going to sign this once it passes. He says it's phony hysteria from corporate media.
Yes.
What it is this prohibits classroom discussion about sexual orientation,
Okay.
gender identity
Yes.
for kids who are in kindergarten through third grade.
There we go.
The creators of the bill and DeSantis believe in Florida that kids who are, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old should not be talking or worried about sex issues and men becoming women and women becoming men.
I agree.
Is there an
But-
exception to this rule if, let's say, a child or teacher is different in gender?
What does that mean?
Yeah,
Explain.
what
well,
do you mean?
what I'm
different?
saying is, like, what if a child identifies as a girl or a boy and they're not a
What
girl
does
or a boy to
identify
begin
mean?
with?
No.
Like, as a small
No.
kid, is there an exception to this rule because
No.
of, like, little Billy is now
That would be like saying, hey, sorry, you're going to be exposed to this. I guess you would deal with that at a later age.
okay? Because I do know I read the Webster Kirkwood Times because I don't live in either of those places, but I like them. And I know that there is a teacher at one of the elementary schools in the Kirkwood district that title is Mix, MX, instead of like Mr. or Miss. It's MX because they don't want to identify with the gender. And from what I've been reading, this teacher does deal with children that are smaller in the first, second grade area.
Okay.
So I would feel like, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe kids just float by and don't notice. But I feel like if you were like, hey, what's your teacher's name? And they're like Mix, whatever their last name is, that then maybe the kid would be like, why are they a Mix and this is a Mr. and that's a Miss? But maybe they don't. Maybe kids don't have it. Maybe they just float by and I'm totally wrong.
So back in the day, we didn't ask about our teachers' sexual preferences. We just kind of learned A, B, C.
Yeah, but
D,
you didn't have somebody
E,
in your
F, G.
face that was like,
Well, then
I'm
that's
not.
why the
It's
school
still
can't. The teacher. That's not for the teacher to be saying.
Yeah,
If the teacher teaches math, you teach math. History.
Exactly.
Jim, you don't talk about yourself. Well, here's Ron DeSantis at a press conference that happened yesterday when there was a reporter who was trying to go after him because he's going to sign this.
Does it say that in the bill? Does it say that in the bill? I'm asking you to tell me what's in the bill because you are pushing false narratives. It doesn't matter what critics say.
It says it bans classroom instruction on sexual identity and gender orientation.
For who? For grades pre-K through 3. So 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, 7-year-olds. And the idea that you wouldn't be honest about that and tell people what it actually says, it's why people don't trust people like you because you peddle false narrative. Woo! And so we disabuse you of those narratives. And we're going to make sure that parents are able to send their kid to kindergarten without having some of this stuff injected into their school curriculum.
The next president of the United States, ladies and gentlemen.
He's giving a tutorial to Trump on how to talk to the media right there.
Well, this is why he's better than Trump, because Trump talks down to people or he could and did in a way where he just didn't care. Ron had
he let that media guy hang himself.
And this isn't the first time. These reporters know what they're going to get with DeSantis. So they know they're going to get something. And like Angela was saying, like you show up and you're trying to like make a name for yourself. Be careful of what you wish for, because that reporter was just undressed in front of several people and may not recover. As a matter of fact, the AP is reporting this morning that reporter is still in his bedroom crying.
You reported that so straight, deadpan, dude. That was fantastic. Here's the deal, man. The fact that we have to make laws to protect 5, 6, and 7-year-olds against hearing the word cis, boom, bang, I'm a mix, I'm a her, he, she. Think about this. When I went to and played the, and I'm appreciative that we had the chance to play the Mayor's Ball. Mayor Jones gets on stage and she goes, "Hi, I'm Tashara Jones. I find myself I'm a her, whatever." She did her pronouns. I was like, this is ridiculous. This is getting pathetic. This is like a hashtag thing from the woke generation. And we got to stop this because I'm sure Angela doesn't care. Vic doesn't care. I don't care what you identify as. Live your damn life. But let's not desensitize this community so bad that kids, look, I saw, there was a kid, and I'm not going to say her name. She likes boys, but she's so confused right now that she thinks that she likes girls because her classmates, it's a trendy thing in her school to say that I am either a transgendered person or I'm a lesbian she likes guys, but she is confused as hell. And it freaked me out. And I didn't even know what to say to her. I go, you know what? Live your life. I don't even know how to engage this topic. We just need to stop doing it. That's my opinion. But I think that the younger generation will eventually bring this through. We will have a world where you identify as a her, as a him, as a mix, as a whatever. And this isn't our fight to wage. But I don't think kids in school, I don't think kids in school should be exposed to this garbage.
Okay, so I mean, I
You
guess
have to push that button, Angela.
I wasn't over
So,
there.
I mean, it's just, I think DeSantis is doing the right thing. And all he's doing is bringing a spotlight to this.
Right.
That's all he's doing.
Well,
and he should bring a spotlight to the CRT stuff, and he should bring a spotlight to everything that makes no sense.
It is interesting because if you are on TikTok at all, there are a lot of teachers, and a lot, I'll say I've scrolled across quite a few that are in the LGBTQ plus community, and they will say things like on their TikTok, you might not be teaching your kids about gender, but I am. And, so
who cares about gender? Do you really care what happens in someone's bedroom?
I don't care.
I mean, do you
but
care?
That's just me.
I don't care. Go out with whoever you want. Go out with a monkey, as far as I'm concerned. I don't give a damn. But
I think that's illegal still.
It's offensive.
Yeah.
It's offensive when kids whose mind is a computer and is still being programmed, and it confuses a kid. Like, I don't know if I'm a lesbian or not. Am I a lesbian? No, I like the guys. I don't. And then they do all the LGBTQ stuff. I'm like, no, don't force feed this stuff because it becomes.
Well,
I don't want to.
Here's the thing.
I don't
It
want to
has-
say fashionable,
it has
Vic, but
no
it's
place-
fashionable.
It has no place in a public school.
No.
You don't talk about your personal stuff. You teach what you're teaching. English, reading, science, history, political class. That's what you're teaching.
Yeah.
You don't go in and start going off on certain issues. And if your kids come back and tell you that a teacher is, you need to report that teacher ASAP. That's also why school boards, which will be voted on not too long from now, are very important as well. If you like your school board, go and vote them in. If you don't, vote them out.
Yeah.
That's why it's also important. Ron DeSantis also was at a group later in the day where he addressed this issue more because everywhere he goes now, he's being addressed about it. I talked to an official, who's a political official in the state of Missouri, who said, yeah, there's a possibility that it could come to Missouri now too, which is why we hear it. Here's Ron DeSantis talking a little bit later about what's happening with this idea.
So here's what I can tell you. In the state of Florida, we are not going to allow them to inject transgenderism into kindergarten. First graders shouldn't have woke gender ideology imposed in their curriculums. And that is what we're standing for, because we're standing for the kids and we're standing for the parents. And I can tell you this, the chance that I am going to back down from my commitment to students and back down from my commitment to parents' rights simply because of fraudulent media narratives or pressure from woke corporations, the chances of that are zero.
Yeah. We need more governors like this. I think that we have a governor like this, don't you? I mean, I think Parsons like this.
No,
I do.
In some senses, Parson is, but not. No, nobody's like DeSantis.
I think that a lot of a lot of these red governors would love to be able to do what DeSantis does, but DeSantis just has a backbone. I'm sorry, it's just what he has.
Well, it's his military background.
Yeah, he's got a backbone, and there's a lot of governors that they'll do the right thing, but they don't speak out like DeSantis does. And I think DeSantis is your next president. I do. I'm sorry. The more I'm listening to DeSantis, the more I'm like, this guy is on track to be for the Godfather to hand over the reins to him. I really do. I'm sorry.
Well,
so, I mean, if we have to make law after law after law to go against this woke garbage, and it's garbage. Come on, man. It's all a bunch of garbage. The Green New Deal is woke. It is destroying the country. The Green New Deal is a woke initiative. It's destroying the country. CRT is a woke initiative, and it is absolutely traumatizing kids that are in high school. It is. It's making white kids a victim, and it's doing no good for the country.
Jeff Nichols brings up a great point in the Facebook line. Do you think that the Chinese are teaching their kids this stuff? Are political parties arguing and doing things like this? No, they're teaching them math, science, and English, and that's why they're passing.
Why do you think Russia is walking into Ukraine?
Past us.
Do you think that Russia has a big boardroom over there in Moscow right now that says, okay, let's break down the United States government real fast? And they talk about these guys are obsessed with CRT. These guys are obsessed with Black Lives Matter. These guys are obsessed with not doing anything militarily to stop us. These guys botched Afghanistan. Hey, Mr. Putin, yes, sir. I think it's a good time to go into Ukraine right now. Right now? Do it. Roll them over. Do you not think that they don't have major conferences with their military leaders over there to say, if you're going to do it, now's the time? You're seeing the ramifications of a weak leadership right now. And we're not even leading anything, to be honest with you. We're hoping Poland is leading something.
Well, that was another issue that came out yesterday. Kamala Harris was in Poland yesterday, and both political parties, some Republicans and Democrats, said that she made it worse. Those are opinions. That she made it worse by showing up in Poland and us saying that we're not allowing you to use our airspace. We're not going to help with airplanes because Poland's trying to help Ukraine with aircraft. But it gets into a dicey area for the United States because then if we start giving the aircraft, then we're in direct war with Russia. So there's not a lot of great that's happening right now. There just isn't.
Yeah.
And Russia, allegedly, I know we said it already, but could take Kyiv by the end of the weekend because now they're there. The caravan of cars is no longer there. Apparently that has now gotten into the city and dispensed and went all the way around, and now they're ready to attack. So what happens? Peace talks are still going on between Russia and Ukraine, but obviously nothing's going on there.
It's a farce.
And took the words right out of my mouth.
Not happening.
Which makes me think, what are we supposed to be seeing here? Is there a bigger picture or something else going on? Because if Russia really wanted to take Kyiv, they could have taken it already.
Yeah,
they could have.
know.
Maybe they were allowing for safe passage, but we're also being told that they had mines on roads leading out of town. So do you really care for the citizens or not? It's all just crazy. And I still hear, and I had somebody ask me yesterday about that video with the body bag movement. You just now, oh my God. I was like, yeah, I saw that over a week ago.
However.
What? Is that fake? I was like, that was a real newscast or a real report. The body moving? Yeah, that's fake.
However,
body bag.
however, maybe one of the saddest things I've seen in ever was that strip of land that was tilled up and they were throwing dead bodies in it.
Yeah.
That is... Between that and the moms laying on the side of the road with their suitcases still in hand.
They can't get out. Trying to get out.
Brutal. It's just brutal, man. I can't believe Russia thinks this is 1940 again, and they think that these tactics are going to work. Because what are they going to do in a woke society? They're going to take over Ukraine. They're going to go, okay, everything's over now. We're back to being good. We're going to open up the pipeline, and you can bring McDonald's back. Don't forget to open Starbucks. We're done. We already kicked the crap out of Ukraine. What do you think is going to happen now?
Well, we have destroyed their economy. Jen Psaki was talking about that yesterday, White House press secretary, and she is right. The Russian economy is destroyed and will be, and we've pulled everything out of there. I mean, almost every American company that could be pulled, even the most stingy, most of them have left Russia. So the people who are getting hurt is not the oligarchs, and it's not Putin right now, it's the Russian people, which is sad because many of which don't even know what they're doing. They have no idea what's happening in war, don't want to be in it. Some in prison because of what's going on. And then we did a story on this the other night on Fox 2. The wealthy Russians that support Putin, you know what they're doing with their money? They're buying real estate in South Florida.
Are they seriously doing that?
Yeah, we had a story. One of our reporters, our Nexstar reporters, interviewed a couple Russian realtors down there. Here's the crazy thing about it. It's called Luxury Area or Luxury Mile in South Florida. Beautiful places. The lights don't even come on. They just buy them to get their money out of Russia.
What?
Into American property.
Makes sense.
And then the crew stood there overnight for like a couple nights, 3-4 nights. Lights are never on. The entire building.
Stop it.
The entire building is pretty much dark. You might have a room here and there. That's because these Russian oligarchs and Russian wealthy are buying up real estate in South Florida and other places in the country, and nobody lives there. They just keep their money there in that real estate to hide it and be able to use it at a certain time.
When you have billions of dollars, you don't want to go back to Russia where the ruble's worth nothing. You're not that patriotic. You want to live the lifestyle that you've had, Angela. Trust me.
Jeannie says they're hogging up all the condos. They really, you don't want to
come
go
on,
backwards.
man. And
Chris,
they're coming. They're coming. They're coming to the
Thank
United
you.
States of America. They're coming.
Well, yeah. I mean, you don't want your money to devalue some. That makes sense to me that they do that. It's sad, but makes sense.
And these are owners of the oil fields. These are owners of everything that makes Vladimir Putin a multi-trillionaire. I mean, so his buddies are starting to jump ship like rats off of the Titanic. It's going to be this is the most interesting thing that you've ever seen in your life, Angela, whether you are bored to death with it or not. You need to understand how
You don't always have to prerequisite when you talk to Angela. She knows what's going on.
I don't know that she cares.
And it's not a matter of
I'm a
caring
little
or not.
envious about it, but it's still, if Angela, you can literally see what might have been happening back in the 40s. This is what it looked like when Germany went into France, into Poland, and Germany was trying to
You want
dominate
to hear
the
something
world.
awful? Because this will really set you up.
Yeah.
You want to hear something awful?
Sure.
No.
When I was in school and they taught history, I was bored. And they always say history repeats itself. And I once told my teacher, I'll catch it when it comes back the next time. And I guess I'm currently catching it.
You're catching it.
Like, that's legit.
That
I was
totally
like,
sounds like you. That's you, though.
That is very much me. I
Yeah,
was
whatever.
Like,
I'll deal with it
well, I'll
when
deal
the
with it when
bombs dropped. I'll deal with
I'll
it when
deal
the
with it
bombs
then.
drop.
Yeah.
Right before I'm ready to get nuked.
Yeah. So now I'm catching it in live action. So you're crazy. I mean, that really did happen. I really did tell a history teacher that
See,
once.
these worldwide militaries, Russia, China, United States, NATO, they should be defensive posture only. They should not use these things for any kind of offense anymore. That's my opinion. And that's what's so amazing about what's going on right now is you have one of them saying, "No, we're going to use this thing as a battering ram to take Ukraine."
We got to take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll continue the conversation. As we do, that's why, look at China buying up all the farmland in America. Not all, but they have bought up a lot. That is 100% sure. Yeah. A Russian astronaut threatening to leave the American who's in space right now at the space station.
What? Wait, what?
We'll look at that. We'll get into that right after the break.
The Soyuz capsule, it's only going to be me going down, babe.
See you later.
Is that Matt Damon?
Have
Is he
fun
up
at
there?
space.
He was an astronaut in a movie. I think he's up in space.
That's right.
All right, we'll get to all that. You're
Matthew
listening to The
McConaughey.
Edge right after this. Tom Hanks, Apollo.
The new abnormal. The Edge Morning Show.
Shop local with Revolution Mattress and O'Fallon. When you come in, you talk to the owners, Kevin and Lisa. No high pressure and no salesperson stalking you through the store. Kevin and Lisa will help you pick out the perfect mattress for your body and sleep position. Most of their products are made in America with a 10-year non-prorated warranty. See why Revolution Mattress has 5-star ratings on Google and Facebook reviews. Revolution Mattress, locally owned on Main Street in O'Fallon.
You are an electric vehicle. It's true. Electricity powers your heart. Want to feel your heartbeat faster? Drive an electric car. Made by Nissan, a company whose EVs have gone 5 billion miles. Built for every driveway, every highway, and every speedway. And where the loudest sound is the beat of your electric heart. Nissan. Electric cars for electric drivers. 5 billion miles driven by Leaf owners globally since 2010.
Hey, it's Shanny from Mascots Bar and Grill, and I'll tell you what, if you're looking for a place to watch the game with friends, Cardinals, Blues, whatever, it's Mascots Bar and Grill. If you're looking for a place for happy hour, it's Mascots Bar and Grill. Heck, grab some friends, get a table, and play rock and roll bingo every night and twice on Saturdays at Mascots Bar and Grill. You can win some great prizes. Seriously, great prizes at Mascots for playing rock and roll bingo. And it's absolutely free to play. Wednesday night is ladies' night, and you won't believe the specials they have going on there. Come by for lunch. They're the home of the legendary lunch special. You go tell them you're FOS, you're a friend of Shanny's, and you want that big old burger and fries for just $5, and they're going to give it to you fresh and hot, just the way you ordered it, and it's so delicious, and you don't have to do the dishes. If you go once, you will go again and again. Mascots Bar and Grill, home of the legendary lunch special.
Compass Health Network seeks to expand its clinical team. Sign-on bonuses are available. $4,000 for SUD counselors and licensed therapists. $3,000 for nurses. Compass Health is offering these to professionals to work in our substance use and emergency mental health crisis services. Compass Health provides excellent training, a competitive salary, safe work environment, and great benefits. Visit careers.compasshealthnetwork.org and apply today. Compass Health Network. Inspire hope. Promote wellness.
Hi, it's Julie again with Ben's Moving and Storage in Wentzville, Missouri, located at the intersection of Wilmer Road and Interstate Drive. We offer on-site security and 24/7 access. We are proud to have served as your one-stop shop for all your moving and storage needs since 1984. Right now, we are offering $25 off moving or a free month storage for new customers. For more information, visit us at bensmovingandstorage.com, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook for future storage sales. Ben's Moving and Storage in Wentzville.
Midnight Auto Supply in St. Peters carries a full line of automotive parts and paints. They're a PPG Platinum distributor of automotive paint and industrial coatings and auto body shop supplies. For over 40 years, your hometown auto parts store is Midnight Auto. Stop in at Midnight Auto Supply in St. Peters, just off Mexico Road, 447-4000, 447-4000, on the web at mid-niteautosupply.com.
You could save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive, but when we just come out and say it, it feels like it falls a bit flat. So we're going to tap into human emotion. First with some music. Then in a serious tone, I'll say, save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive. And even though it was about saving money with Progressive, we'll fade out the music so you know it was poignant. Wow, powerful stuff. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discount not available in all states or situations.
Hi, I'm Flo from Progressive. If you love the sports like me, you get annoyed with your team or player. So Progressive's going to help take your mind off your team or that player for a moment. Instead of thinking about how they lost that thing recently, think about Progressive letting you compare our direct rates side by side with competitors to easily find the lowest option. Don't worry, your sports ball team or player will get him next time. Hope this distraction from Progressive about easily comparing rates was helpful to not think about that last game or match or season. I mean, even though I love sports ball.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Now, back to the Edge Morning Show.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. You're listening to The Edge. Eric Johnson, Chris Knight, Angela Sharp, and Vic Faust of Fox 2. I almost texted you last night when I got home from work, Eric. It was about 11:20, and one of the 3 best movies of all time for guys was on last night. No, not Hot Tub Time Machine, although I'll put it maybe fourth.
For
Maybe
guys.
Roadhouse.
Bachelor.
Roadhouse was on.
Sorry.
And it was amazing. I've
Just be
seen it
nice.
10,000 times.
Just be nice.
And I still forgot some of the lines. I was like, oh, yeah, how did I forget that? And, of course, Dummy stayed up till 12 watching it.
I think I could take Patrick Swayze. That's the problem with that
Well,
movie.
he's currently dead. So.
When Patrick finished the movie, or when they did, his kickboxing coach said he could have competed in his weight class professionally.
Wow.
Because he got so good, just like he did with his dancing. Like he just devoted himself to the craft. Did you see Ghost? Remember how good he was at making pots? Like I heard he was a professional pottery too.
That seems pretty easy, also. Yeah. Let's see him do Crossroads where he's playing guitar.
Yeah,
not so easy.
Hey, real quick before Angela tells us all the great things going, it's a busy damn weekend. The Russian story. Yeah, there's 2 Russian astronauts at the International Space Station threatening to leave our American. They're supposed to come back in like 2.5, 3 weeks, but they said since the United States sanctioned Russia that they weren't going to bring back the
They're
American
just going to
astronaut.
leave him up there.
They're just going to
Call Elon Musk.
In
He'll
space.
go
They're
get
just going
him.
to leave him up there.
Him and Elon will have a party for a couple of days, and then they'll come back. It's all good. Don't
All
worry
right.
about it.
Before we get to Angela, Biden's talking.
Oh, he's talking currently?
Yeah, here he is. Let's hear what he has to say.
Putin must pay the price. He cannot pursue a war that threatens the very foundations, which he's doing, the very foundations of international peace and stability, and then ask for financial help from the international community. The G7 is also stepping up pressure on corrupt Russian billionaires. We're adding new names to the list of oligarchs and their families that we're targeting. And we're increasing coordination among the G7 countries to target and capture their ill-begotten gains. They support Putin. They steal from the Russian people, and they seek to hide their money in our countries. They're part of that kleptocracy that exists in Moscow, and they must share in the pain of these sanctions. And while we're going after these, their super yachts and their vacation homes and worth hundreds of millions of dollars, we're also going to make it harder for them to buy high-end products manufactured in our country. We're banning the export of luxury goods to Russia. They're also the latest steps we're taking, but they're not the last steps. And as I said, at the beginning of all these steps, we're going to hit Putin harder because the United States and our closest allies and partners are acting in unison. The totality of our sanctions.
You were.
Your
food is ready at McDonald's. It's like you.
Have its value.
It's sad that we're laughing about this. It is so
200
sad.
rubles equal $1 these days. Moscow Stock Exchange has been closed for 2 weeks.
Excuse me?
Because they know the moment it opens, it will probably collapse. Credit rating agencies has downgraded
Like his light
Russia's
stand in the
government
background,
to
it
junk
collapsed.
status, its economy to junk status. The list of businesses, international corporations leaving Russia is growing by the day.
All right.
We're also continuing to close corporations with allies and partners to make sure that the close cooperation we continue to have, the Ukrainian people are able to defend their own nation. The United States has sent more than $1 billion in security assistance to Ukraine over the last year.
What is this?
Including anti-armor and anti-air capabilities, taking out tanks and planes and helicopters, with new shipments arriving every day. We, the United States, are also facilitating
He's gone a minute without
significant
slurring.
shipments of security assistance from our allies and partners to Ukraine. And the humanitarian front, we're working closely with the UN and humanitarian organizations to support the people of Ukraine who have been displaced by the violence in Ukraine.
And UNICEF.
I kind of agree with Jeannie.
Providing
He's not
tens of
saying
thousands
anything.
of
He's
tons
saying
of
words, but
human
not saying
supplies
anything.
Are those words?
Humanitarian supplies, food, water, medicines, coming via truck and train every
You're right. This is
single day.
the same
Yesterday
speech
in
from.
Poland,
Yeah, he's not saying anything.
Oh, I guess we shouldn't be surprised. Oh, Kurt says junk status president. Oh my God.
Jeannie, can you go get Mr. Biden? It's time for his pudding.
Ding.
I gotta go now. My pudding is ready, and I'm gonna sing karaoke.
Oh man, we should. You're right, Eric. You said. I mean, we should. This is.
It's sad because
it is
oh.
because he's rambling, and we really don't know what he said, and nothing new has been done or said since before. And you have to remember, every sanction that we have done for the, and we'll see how long the imports of the gas situation plays out, is going to hit Russia in the long term. Nothing we're doing is helping Ukrainian citizens right now.
Not one.
That's the problem. And then you just get sick to your stomach looking at the videos that we see.
It's
as
the
you
same
talked about
feeling
there.
that you had when you were watching Afghanistan. It's the same feeling.
It really is.
I'm sorry. It's
And
like
Mark Schmidt still can't get answers, and the rest of those family members of the 13 servicemen and women who died, and videos of what actually happened. They're still not getting answers.
well, it's there's not a chance in hell that
He
Biden
gets
is
a D
going to be.
minus on his teleprompter
Yeah,
reading.
there's-
D minus.
So here's the problem with Biden. There's not a chance in Hades double toothpicks that he's going to get reelected. It's not going to happen. It's not. There's not a chance that he's going to be landslided by Chris. Chris could run against him and get a landslide victory. As a matter of fact, that's what you should do, Chris. You should run for president. Invite me over. We'll have a good party. So
I don't even think he's going to run.
That's a good point, but you can't run.
Well, Harris,
Kamala,
Harris has the Democratic Party. No, Harris has no chance either.
Yeah, she could bear. I mean, she'd be a fantastic guest host on Sesame Street.
She needed,
but
help
that's
with,
about
no,
it.
She needed help with her Ukrainian counterpart 2 days ago, when they asked if we were going to allow Ukrainians to come to the United States, and
she
like,
giggled.
No, she giggled. Hey, she's like, a friend in need is a friend indeed.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I've never seen a vice president be in a more uncomfortable situation. Besides, who was Bush's vice president? Who spelled the stuff wrong?
Oh, that was Quayle.
Yeah, Dan Quayle. He was a goofball,
But he's actually very smart.
Yes, very smart. This Kamala situation was not so great.
It's funny. Last night, or not, maybe it was a week ago, but
We already
Holy
know.
crap. One of the guys on Fox the other night said, this is not Biden's fault. This is not Biden's fault. And he looked right at the camera and he goes, America, this is your fault. And I was like, damn. Did that hit home? Because it is so true. The American people
81 million,
did this to
but
America.
81 million people apparently voted for Biden.
You know what?
So
who know? Again, I'm
believe that.
I'm with Angela over here. What you don't know, you don't know. I heard William Barr come on Fox and go,
"Yeah,
look, I was on his team." And
he says there was no.
He goes, "There's nothing there."
No, but William Barr also is connected. Have you looked at William Barr's history?
No.
Look who he's.
He's a
connected
Bushy.
with. Yeah, look who he's connected with.
Yeah,
and his financial terms on his family.
Okay,
We don't have time to get into it now.
Yeah, but Elliot Davis does.
Well, no, because Elliot can't. But yeah, I get it. So 81.
Elliot
million
works
people.
for everything. I swear.
In your mind, he does.
He does.
Glenn says Biden won't make it through his first term. All right. Hey.
I'm sorry. I want Elliot Davis in PRL. I think Elliot would be a great.
What is happening over there?
I don't know.
Elliot would just look at you like you were stupid.
Elliot
That's how
Davis
Elliot does.
Okay, I'm done. All right, let's get back to Kobe.
What do you want me to do?
I know.
Huh? I'm here.
You got to
to
introduce me to him so that you can blow the shine off of him. Because right now I think
No,
he's just.
I like this. I like the shine.
You do?
You like the shine.
I just think it's great that he walks into a place and makes people
I
look
love
stupid.
that you have a man crush on him.
Speaking of PRL, do you guys play anywhere this
Yeah,
week?
we're at Brewski's, the big St. Patrick's Day party over
So-
at Brewski's tomorrow night.
Angela has a list of
Ew.
a lot of things that are going on, and as she gets that list, Robert Peterball just said it too, Eric. And I did a study on William Barr because I was I
Yeah.
interviewed him in person
Yeah.
in St. Louis, and it was fascinating.
He's great.
He's compromised.
Is he? Dick Cheney has a gun to his head.
It won't take
literally.
you very long to get in. I'll talk to you off break.
Oh, damn. It's that kind of.
Yeah.
We got some good gossip going on, apparently.
Yeah.
You guys ready?
Angela, let's
Yeah.
shake it. What's
All
going
right,
on?
All right, so NCAA Division II wrestling championships are happening at the Chaffetz. The first session is today at 5:30. Do you guys remember New Edition? New Edition
course.
is at Enterprise.
What song did they do?
At 8
Oh, they had
p.m.
several.
I know they did, and I'm sure I know them.
You know
but
the-
I don't. If it's a boy band, they're all like in a big pile of goo. What's
New Edition was one of the first African American quote boy bands.
Okay.
If you want to
Yeah.
call.
What
if
was
you
the
wanna
song?
call- they had they had a couple. They had 2 number 1 hits.
Yeah,
I'm
now I'm
sure.
drawing a blank too, but I know it's going to be a big
I'm
deal
sure.
at
Hold on, a
Enterprise
second.
tonight.
Where were they
Enterprise tonight at 8 o'clock.
tonight? They are.
Yeah. I
They're
don't-
in town.
Yeah, you didn't hear much about them prior to them coming, which I thought was really shocking. Now we're crazy.
Well, they're not the Backstreet
Oh.
Boys, though. Come on.
Cool it now.
That is
You
not
got
big
to
enough for
cool
the
it
Enterprise.
down.
Come on, man.
You remember that?
How do you sell enough tickets
I
with
don't
that
know.
song?
Can we just
Neither's
make
Eric Church.
I like how Vic is singing the song.
I know. And he's good.
He's pretty decent at it, right?
He's on key.
He's like pretty decent at singing. Like when I sing, it's not
I'm
good.
huge.
We got Little Feet at the Factory at 7:30 because I know you guys like to check out the Factory. Riverdance is at Fox. They've got a bunch of different times.
nice.
Today,
Riverdance?
but
Nice.
Riverdance has been selling out. I was downtown for some
I
reason
would love to
yesterday
see
at
it.
11, and they were
Is it the
already
real one?
parking the cars.
Is it the real one?
It's Riverdance at the Fabulous
'Cause
Fox
didn't he-
Theater.
You know who I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
Michael Flatley.
Yeah, Michael Flatley. Is it the real one?
I believe it is.
Okay, because you can see the Blue Man Group, but it's not the real Blue Man
Oh,
Group.
Hey, dude, Irish dancers are Irish dancers, man.
Riverdance is pretty cool. That'd be a cool thing to go
Yes.
see for your St. Patrick's Day fun.
No doubt.
Sub Radio is at Blueberry Hill at 8 o'clock. If you're wanting to stalk me, I'll be at the Chase Rice concert at Ballpark Village at 8:30 tonight. And then TK Kirkland is at the Helium at 10. And then Saturday, we start our St. Patrick's Day fun for real. So
Here you go.
You've got the St. Patrick's Day Parade Run. That's at 9 a.m.
That's going to be cold as.
Can
Where?
you imagine
Where?
trying
Where
to
is
run
that?
that? It's the same parade route. So
Uh,
it's at 20th and Market and goes
Oh,
down.
my weather team
Okay.
last night told me like it may be like 4 degrees.
But
3
those
degrees.
runners
Oh, my
love
God.
that. Those runners
No,
love.
they don't.
Yes, they do. I've
Not
talked to
3
them.
3 degrees.
It's
Tell
gonna
me
be
a runner who
cold.
wants to run.
That's a
in 3.
little cold, but
Yeah.
they prefer the 20s.
Yeah,
they do.
like 29.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9 a.m. that starts, and of course,
Holy
after
crap.
that is the parade that takes off 20th Market
Woo.
at noon and goes down to Broadway. Bellator MMA
Yeah.
276 is at the Family Arena on Saturday.
St. Charles.
Eric Church is at the
Yeah.
Enterprise in the round. And then
Damn,
on
there's a lot going on.
I know.
Sunday, you can continue your St. Patrick's fun with recovery at the riverboats. They've got all of the Irish themed food, and they want to take you on a little riverboat cruise.
What?
At,
What?
9 a.m. The riverboats do a lot of these.
Who wants to do a
themed stuff.
riverboat cruise when it's like 20 degrees?
I don't know. I think it's kind
What
of fun.
riverboat?
The riverboats downtown.
I know where they used to be. I
okay.
didn't know they were there anymore.
Yeah. They do all this kind of stuff, all themed. So for Christmas, Santa came and we had pancakes with Santa, but they're doing a St. Patrick's Day recovery on Sunday.
You've also got Defiance's St. Patrick's Day parade. Isn't that tomorrow too?
That is tomorrow.
And that's taking over for Cottleville, correct?
Well, Cottleville's just off again this year.
Cottleville's closed.
But Cottleville still has their morning run. They got a 5K run, and then they have people that'll be in Cottleville all day as well.
Okay.
There's a lot to do.
It sounds like a long day of.
If you are ready for St. Pat's fun, this is your weekend.
Dude, they get that
pre-start.
That green beer starts flowing early for those guys.
So Bryce is in tonight at Ballpark Village, and then church tomorrow night at Enterprise.
Chase Rice is tonight, and then tomorrow is church. Yeah. So if you're in country,
Are you going to church?
I am going to church. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to get there stupid early or anything, but I'm going to be
Damn,
there.
You'll have to let us know how it was.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you know
for
what?
sure.
I'm told that the St. Patrick's Day parade, as cold as it's supposed to be, is still going to be packed downtown.
Yeah, so, your downtown is going to be crazy. Crazy.
COVID's over, son. Fauci should have told you. It's over.
I know some of those bars around there are, gearing up, like Jack Patrick's and stuff is gearing up for all the people they're going to get tomorrow after the parade. So it should be pretty fun.
I like
Damn,
the Mexican restaurants that have St. Patrick's Day special.
Yeah.
Hey,
why not?
Ballpark Village tomorrow. Ballpark Village is supposed to have their St. Patrick's Day.
Who is?
Ballpark Village. They have their pre-run. It's like breakfast they have going, and then you obviously can go to Ballpark afterwards for all your drinking craziness. And at least you're inside there, so right.
That's awesome.
Because you're going to need to be warm.
Eric, do you even own any green? That's not costume wear?
No, I don't.
Because you're going to have to wear it on Thursday. You have to wear your green on Thursday.
Well, St. Patrick's Day is going to be nice and warm next week. I know it's funny. A lot of people maybe, I know because my kids are associated with, and my son's headed out of town on spring break. But you can head down to Florida and have your 72. We're going to have about 72 in St. Louis all next week.
Yep.
Which is
Well,
awesome.
that's going to be great for the Dogtown parade.
And that's Thursday?
That's Thursday.
So okay, wait a minute, let me ask this. Thursday, there's a lot of stuff going on Thursday. A lot of my friends have told me stuff going on Thursday. Does St. Louis shut down next week for all of this stuff? They have parades during the day.
What do you mean
Well,
shut down?
Dogtown, you can't really drive through all the streets of Dogtown. You could drive through some of them because they've got different sections of fun. So they've got over by Turtle Park. They've got the kids.
And
section.
is that over by
Eric,
the zoo?
it's fun too if you're with good people you like and the weather's going to be good.
Oh, it's going to be crazy.
Dogtown will be a great parade to be at. I've done it
it's
several
great.
years. My friend
It's
still owns a
fantastic.
property there.
First in 2 years since they had to stop. For
The
the pandemic
offshoot
and all,
parades
so.
are better than the ones downtown, I think. Like the
Well,
one
I
at
mean,
Cottleville.
The Cottleville was
That
great.
was-
Defiance,
I
is
was,
on,
like,
Defiance
stunned.
is on its way. They're just getting their feet wet now. And then, of course, Dogtown.
Dogtown, yeah. So that's going to be huge because they have different sections of activities at Dogtown. So less able to drive through, but more fun for you.
So wait a
especially
minute, let me
if it's
ask
a
you
nice
this
day.
then. This is a big question.
Okay.
Defiance is not easy to get to. And when you have 5,000 people down there, how do you get from
You get there
St.
early.
Charles to Defiance?
Here's
Serious question.
I only made it in last year because I had a parking spot because I was emceeing the parade. So Joe Brazil had me a spot. Thank you for that. That worked out great. You get there early or you Uber in close and then you walk and then you Uber out.
To Francis Howell High School, that's a long walk.
No. You can get in a lot closer than that. Uber will take you in a lot closer.
Really?
Yeah.
It's one lane both
ways.
ways.
But the only problem tomorrow is the fact that it's going to be so damn cold all day long.
Yeah, way too cold. I feel like if you're going anywhere tomorrow, you have to Uber because it's going to be so cold.
And there's
Get me
nowhere
as
to park.
get me as close as you can, and then I'll be cold for a while.
We do have a helicopter, just if anybody was wondering. It has a big snake on it, Chris.
Chris doesn't take that up anymore.
He doesn't really like it.
It goes up.
No, you used to invite me on helicopter rides all the time, and you
It's
don't
cold
anymore.
outside. Where are you going to go?
I don't know.
There's a couple of parades I can think
Go
of.
to Florida.
How long would it take you to go to Florida in a helicopter?
Oh yeah, in a helicopter.
How much time would you?
Probably
Because you have to
like 6 hours.
straight.
Yeah.
Have you ever done a 6-hour straight helicopter ride?
You have to stop for fuel.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
How long will a chopper go on fuel?
2.5, 3 hours.
Okay.
You make 1 or 2 stops,
I
and you're
don't
in Florida.
I don't think we should go that far in the helicopter, but we could go somewhere else a little bit closer. Maybe the lake. That would be fun.
She's soliciting.
Well, the weather's
here,
the same
Chris.
as it is here. So why do we want to go to the lake?
Because it's beautiful and
beautiful.
calm, and you
Yeah.
can watch the water.
it's
Yeah, there's no
cold.
parades.
Yeah.
There's snow on the ground.
What a wow! Damn, you sound like Joe Biden all of a sudden. Just pessimistic. Just pessimistic.
Russia. Blah, 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 blah.
Back to
Blah,
Biden.
blah, blah.
Back to Biden.
Apparently, Defiance has a huge heated tent with beers and bands. So
Are you going?
Really?
Are
Yeah.
you, are
There
you
was
going
no
to a
huge
parade?
heated tent with beers and a band last year.
I mean, I don't have it on any real.
I like it.
Yeah,
Way to
that's what I
go.
hear, yeah.
Way to go, Defiance.
So
Are you
check
going
that
to a
out.
parade this year, Angela?
I'll probably go. Well, I don't know if I'll make
You're
it.
going to Dogtown,
Yeah,
aren't you?
yeah. I'll go to Dogtown. I don't know that I'll make the parade, obviously, because I'll be
St.
leaving
Louis
from
loves
here.
it St. Patrick's Day, doesn't it?
We sure do. I think we
Man,
like any
it
excuse
does.
to drink is what we like. We like any reason to drink.
Yeah.
Home opener, drink. St.
Well,
Patrick's
that's
Day, drink.
right,
Mardi Gras,
April 7th,
drink.
right?
It's fun. I got nothing to do this weekend.
Easter, drink.
Nothing?
No, one boy's.
Would you like to go to a parade? It'll
I
be
don't know.
cold.
I don't know. I'm gonna get up really early tomorrow morning with one son. There's
You're
some
not
football
going.
stuff.
If anybody's listening,
I'm
has
not
a
going
parking
out to a
pass
parade.
Defiance
It's
for
4
Vic, he'll go.
degrees. You're
I'm
going,
not going out to a parade tomorrow.
Oh, he's not going to go.
No, not to.
Never mind.
No.
I take it back.
No, Thursday stuff sounds fun.
Okay, you're going to come Thursday to Dogtown for a little
What
while?
time does it start? I work Thursday.
That's what I said. I don't think we're going to make the parade.
Oh,
But
because on radio?
Yeah, because we're going to be here and it's going to take us an hour to get
Dogtown
there.
starts that early?
It's 11. The parade steps off at 11 down there.
we should do the show from Dogtown.
Oh my gosh, can we?
We would
Wouldn't that be
blow
cool?
people's minds.
That
Yeah,
would be
but
so
they'd be like,
fun.
who the F is the Viper?
What? It'd be so much
In
fun.
Dogtown.
I'm game.
It would be so much fun. And it would cut my commute in half.
All right, we got to take a break.
Yeah, sorry. We'll get to a break. We'll be back right after this.
The Morning Edge. 100.7 The Viper.
Do you want the best for your car? Then fill up with Premium at Circle K. Circle K Premium is our best fuel with double the cleaning detergent, protecting your engine from corrosion and damage so it can work at its best. And that, my friend, increases your mileage for more cha-ching in your pocket. Plus, when you fill up with Premium at Circle K, you can save up to 20 cents per gallon. Offer valid Thursdays or Fridays at participating stores. For details, visit CircleK.com. Circle K. How convenient.
Friday, March 18th. 100.7 The Viper welcomes Tool to Enterprise Center. Listen to back for your chance to win tickets. I am Friday, March 18th. Tool from 100.7 The Viper.
The O'Fallon Kiwanis Club is now accepting applications for their vocational scholarships. If you're a high school senior or you're a high school student who's graduating this year, apply for a vocational scholarship being offered by the O'Fallon Kiwanis. To qualify, you must graduate this year and plan on attending a vocational school offering a technical certificate. Go online to ofkiwanis.com to find out more. Application deadline is March 21st. If you're a high school student graduating this year and plan on going into a technical field, the O'Fallon Kiwanis may be able to help.
With everything going on today, it's easy to forget to take care of ourselves. Compass Health Network is here to help. We provide a wide range of mental health, primary care, and dental services for the entire family. Whether you need to talk to a therapist, get a routine health checkup, or have a filling replaced, Compass Health Network is here for you in person or virtually. Call 844-853-8937 to schedule an appointment or visit compasshealthnetwork.org for more information.
People's Bank and Trust is helping you get a grip on your finances with our new mobile banking service. You can now manage your accounts, check balances, transfer funds, and pay bills all from the palm of your hand. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net for more information and to start using mobile banking. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider and are only available if the provider determines a prescription is appropriate. Subscription required. See website for full details and important safety information.
Hey guys, good news. The expensive Little Blue pill is now generic, which means the prescription medication to treat ED is super affordable at 4hims.com. And now get your first online doctor's visit free at 4hims.com. That's right. Zero copay, no awkward face-to-face conversations to get your prescription. That's really good news. To start your free online visit, go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/joy. That's FORHIMS.com/joy.
Here comes more of the Edge Morning Show.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Chris is seriously contemplating a live Edge from Dogtown Thursday.
I feel like we should go down there. Does anybody have anybody in the parade that will allow us to come hang out with you on the parade? Because that would be really fun.
Well, our show goes from 8 to 10. The parade starts at 11.
Okay, well, you and I, and maybe Eric and Chris could join somebody's parade float after we're live on the air.
We could be on the float. This is what real America looks like float.
All right, we sound like kids, and then Dad, Chris, is just sitting there right now.
We're planning. Am I the youngest?
Seriously,
we're
I'm
planning all the fun.
But Chris is just like looking like, yeah, whatever.
He's in a big lounge chair. Oh, man. Get off the walls.
I guess that makes him the most responsible
Is
of
this
the four of
legitimate
us.
or not, Chris?
We'll have to see if we get on a float. That would be cool.
Okay.
See, all right. So you call us, send us messages.
That'd be very cool.
It'll be so fun.
You can always gauge Chris's level of interest. That was about a C+ right there.
Was it?
If C+.
C+ is better than a F. No, not doing it.
No, Chris is.
An F is man.
Chris is thinking today. Whatever's going on, Chris is thinking. You got some things going on. I can tell.
I'm thinking how we can do this.
Oh, see,
It's
that's
easy.
what
You
he's
get the
doing.
Viper truck.
Wait a minute.
lit
Did you
up.
bowl last night?
I did. I
Oh
bowled
boy.
like crap.
Oh
Okay.
boy. Here we go.
All right. Sorry.
Don't even want to talk about it.
Vic, weren't you going to talk about your Hans Wyman journey? Yes, I was. We're going to push it to next week because we're going to talk with my friend Jody, who's one of the heads at Hans. She's based out of Florida next week. And I got my before and after pictures. Yeah, I went and had it yesterday. So my hair growth is at about 60% now. So it's going. I got a lot more coming.
I
baby.
never realized that you had to have this treatment, so that's interesting to me.
Well, I didn't have to. I chose to.
Oh, it was like a premeditated.
well, I
like,
chose to because
before-
I needed to.
Oh, okay.
Because of what I wanted to.
Is it because of wearing the hat all the time? Because they say that's not good for your hair.
Yeah, no, it could have been, or the sun. I'm a big, or it could be hereditary. But no, I was losing my hair on my scalp. And
okay.
Yeah, so we did it, and yeah, well, I'll show the before and after
All
pictures.
right, I can't wait to
Yes,
see that.
Robert. I'm gonna have to get a new ball.
Get a new ball.
That's
Oh,
what happens
he
when
was-
when you bowl poorly. You
Chris-
get a new ball.
You know he has his own. We tell you he has his own Viper
Yes,
ball.
you guys did tell me, but I
Okay.
still haven't seen
Dude,
it. He
let
was
me-
supposed to bring in a photo, and Chris never did.
See, I do go out, and I went to see them bowl last
Yes,
night.
you
And that
did.
bowling team, they were pissed. They were not doing good at all.
Oh,
So Chris going in and getting a new ball, he's going to go get a new ball. I'm telling you right now.
That's a real thing.
It
New
is
balls.
a real thing.
New balls.
new balls. What color tie tonight?
Was Woody Harrelson there last night?
No, he wasn't there
okay.
last
Yeah,
night.
he was there.
Yeah.
But the dude was.
What color tie?
I don't know.
Green.
tell
It's
me.
got to be green.
No, not yet.
No, not
That's
yet.
next
That's
week.
Thursday. Thursday.
How about like a lighter green, which is a prelude to the prelude to never mind.
like mint green?
Mint green?
Yeah. I'll
I
figure it
like
out,
it.
Chris. I'm sorry. I
Green.
don't know.
Green. Look, he just doesn't care about that
No,
question.
I feel
anymore.
waste.
I feel like we're rushing
I feel
him on
waste.
that.
No, I feel
He doesn't
wasted by the
care.
time the show ends. I'm so tired.
He doesn't care.
It's like I take a final every day. Seriously, we're trying to make times and be it interesting. Oh my God.
1
Now-
to 3, 590 here. Tim Peel talk about all his antics.
Is that today?
Yeah, that's for me
You
today.
can catch Angela
What
later
time?
today.
I'm sorry.
590, 1 to 3.
1 to 3.
All right. Everybody have a great weekend. We'll do it again Monday morning, 8 a.m.